No. Hello, everybody. We
Hello.
are here. Oh, wait, hold on. I
We
gotta
are
switch.
farmers. Bum,
Bum,
ba-dum,
bum,
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 bum.
bum.
And roof.
I forgot. I meant
Rested.
Thank you, somebody.
Kindred needs to be here and not Galil.
I always like the theory that tin roof rusted meant that she was pregnant.
No. Why? Oh my god. All right, we are here. We have a Galil on the way. Sol is currently out of town. And yeah, we are ready to roll for tonight, I think. What a wild and crazy evening. Special shout out to Black Magic's Kitty for tuning in tonight. My sister she's my sister from another mister.
Okay, I'm just going straight to Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, I haven't ever seen that movie.
Oh no.
My name is.
All right. So,
Demonetized.
no, we lost Sonder. And now
Already.
some of us are Picasso'd.
Kindred
Only
is
Kindred.
Cleaved in twain.
Kindred, choose us, pick a side, okay? You're either North or you're Kindred. There is no in between.
I
It would
am
have been
North
so much
Kindred.
better if you were
Oh,
split
yeah,
with
this is great. So
Renan.
you can play, oh no, North is here. I was like, you can play North because North will, you just like switch sides. Okay, now I'm this character. Now I'm this character.
I just like do one of these. Like,
Oh my god, I get to be Iskra. This is gonna be sick.
Yeah, sick. All right, no, he's back. He's back. Yay, we're thrown off again. It's okay.
That's sad.
Kindred is
yes,
there.
I'll go over
Renan
here.
is there, right? Hold on. Oh no, he goes up here. That's why.
Are you being an eye floater right now?
Saunders being attacked by poltergeists again.
No, how is this happening? It's okay, Sonder. It's okay.
Revenge of the
what's weird
Techno
is that this
Geist.
It's
happened
because
to.
Soul's not here.
It's weird that it happened to a couple of us, like just sequentially. I think it's just been you and Galil,
Galil,
honestly. But
yeah.
How's my mic?
The two people who
Better.
have been to the abyss.
yeah,
You could be a little louder though.
You did it. You did the thing. North is North. Sonder, Kindred, Renan, Ardrin, and Iskra is Iskra. Okay, cool.
We did it.
Oh, the lever.
Oh my god, so many levers to press. It's okay, but we're here now, and we're ready to have a great time, right? We're gonna have a great
Yes.
time. We're gonna have a great time, right? Tell me we're gonna have a great time.
All the times are great.
We're gonna fail upwards.
All the
Like we
times
always
are
do.
great.
All the times.
Are you robot arming in your room? What is
Yes.
he doing?
Robot arms.
And the cat is going crazy. The cat sees
Think that
something in the
didn't
room. The
robot
cat
army?
sees something.
They have
There's some
rights
fidgets.
too.
Did the poltergeist
There's
move
a
from
cat?
Saunders'
There's a cat there?
camera to North?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's moving. It's the poltergeist is in the houses.
That's
If
from
any-
that's one Scooby-Doo movie
If
where it
any of
controls
my,
electricity.
These things start moving, just let me know because
It's gonna be the ruins all up in your face.
Big trick.
it's gonna be wild. All right.
Something all up in his face.
Thank you, Iska.
Oh my god. I don't know what's happening anymore. It's fine. This is
Still in
all,
water.
we're all fine here. All right, let's go ahead and get started with tonight's episode of Game of Santos because we have a lot in store.
Andrew, you can't be doing that. That's free advertisement. You make them pay for our advertisements.
Celebrating the holidays.
God damn it.
With celebrating the holidays this season with Shiner holiday. Do the
All
sandstorm
right,
theme.
we are
Sandstorm
back.
theme.
Oh my god, no.
But you have to get
we are in the desert.
the accordion
Mhm.
orchestra version.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
put that
true.
in the
Yeah, it does have
Alright.
to be a cover.
It does, yeah. Particularly if it's in the game, it'll be a lot easier. All right. So tonight on Game of Santos, we have our very own Iskra. She goes into our recap for tonight. Take it away.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing a, Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
with all of us.
last time
Welcome,
on Game
welcome
of
to
Santos.
Quackheads Incorporated. What? How can I
No.
help?
No. All right, go.
Galil and I cooked lunch. Fish he and Renan had caught. It had been fun learning new recipes and cooking with Galil and turning that into a routine again. It reminds me of being a kid and helping edit a... Galil was a little off, though. Kind of spacey. I guess I don't blame him with everything he's been through. How long was it for him that he was down there, I wonder? Renan looked upset about something. Not annoyed, though. Like, hurt. I didn't really have a chance to ask what was going on, and I'm more one to let people keep their secrets. But he seemed back to his usual self later. I imagine Sol must have given him a hug, or maybe Sonder had some words of wisdom for him. Speaking of Sonder, planes above, I thought I could come up with some fanciful cover stories, but Sonder just sold a hat to a man with no head, and we all helped. Is that an expression here? Anyway, we're at our first city and, pulled into harbor, and when the guards came aboard, we follow Saunders' lead and become a traveling circus act and haunted adventure. Lucky for us, there's some kind of sporting snake festival going on, and they bought it. I'd like to say it's my influence, but I think the gang deserves most of the credit for this one, or maybe Bahamut. A few of us, Sonder, Renan, Galil, and I, are off to the city now to see the festivities and blend in for a while. North is already scouting ahead. Even from here, I can tell where people are generally headed, hear the din of a far-off crowd. I'm certain we'll find the spectacle soon, and I can't wait. We don't have a lot to go on right now, so throwing ourselves in and seeing what shakes out. I don't know if I'll send this or not, but I'll keep writing every once in a while just in case. Time to go. Iskra.
Yay! Wait, hold on. Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're our
That was
only
awesome.
hope. Who died?
Yeah, good job. that's. I was literally tapped into chat for a minute. That was their reaction to what Iskra just said. It was literal live feedback.
I'm taken aback.
So,
Well, let them take you too far.
All right. So.
Is there music playing in the background?
Oh.
Yeah, I hear nothing either.
That's why.
There
That
is
makes
music
sense
in
now.
the stream. Like I
Yeah.
could hear it through the stream, but not
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. I forgot to share sound. Just a second ago, when I started clapping and I said that there was live reaction from the audience, everybody was cheering. So,
Well, that we heard.
okay, cool. Oh, because
Yeah, that
it's
was
from
good,
here. All right, cool. But there just did no music. Gotcha. Listen, one of these days, I will just have everything go so smoothly, you won't even know that we're streaming. Because
The fans will ascend to the top of Mount Celestia.
yeah, we'll just be like, wow, is this real life? Yeah. Okay.
Round.
As you guys are now, we'll just go ahead and switch the music up a little bit because we are having a good time.
Cause I'm having a good time.
Yeah, something like that. We'll do this one. That's fine. But as you guys are here in the around the somewhat like the opening day festival of this race, this grand race event. You guys have
You don't want to call it a Grand Prix?
no.
I thought it was a car revving its engine for a moment.
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
From P.
No. They're
Say the Grand Prix.
here by the multiple like little stalls where these large reptilian creatures are kind of on display at the moment. You guys have met your first, I guess, denizen of Amrutlar.
Twin.
Yeah, the large Komodo lizard folk, Ogun. As he has invited you as fellow entertainers to kind of give you the tour and lay of the land, as it were. So as you guys kind of start to walk off, Galil looks like he's gonna stay there for a moment. He's like, I'll catch up in a second. And he seems to be
nice DM avoidance there.
You know, you do
What
what you
later.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do, you know?
And then the voice of Morgan Freeman. He did not, in fact, catch up with them later.
I guess we'll find out if we go to the abyss round 2. All right. So, as Ogun is kind of like takes stock of all the people that are around him. So we have, I guess, you 5, right? Because North had caught up with everybody by this point. Ardrin, Renan, Iskra, and Sonder. Ogun is like, so, where exactly are you coming in here from?
We hail from Fantalar.
Oh, okay. Not
We're
far
from
from here.
around kind of the coast of the Yorwos.
Ah, I see. Not too far away then, I suppose.
Are you from these lands?
No, not originally. I'm rather far from the south, actually. Kind of made my way up here over time, but, you know, here I am. You, what exactly, you spoke earlier of you being entertainers. What exactly are you, what do you do? Are you all musicians, jugglers, comedians? He looks over at Renan.
That was one of the features that I wanted to talk to you about. I find myself to be somewhat useless in present time because what I add to the show is not a matter of music. Occasionally I will sing or dance, but I am able to make the atmosphere of the audience a little more entertaining in and of it. But I don't know that I want to do that somewhere like here unless you would recommend it yourself.
So, you're a comedian then?
No.
Oh,
We could say that his act is electrifying.
Kind of a hot man.
the journey that is going across his lizard folk face as he is trying to figure out what you are talking about. He's just like looks like he gets it, and then suddenly something.
How far are we from everybody else? Like, how far
Like
did we
people-
manage to wander? Yeah.
It's rather packed, especially since you guys were closest to where the Cobra Wolves were at. Everybody's kind of gathered around there, so this is like the thickest concentration of people. So you
Had a
kind
beer
of
spurt on your foot.
You're kind of like, yeah, you're trying to maneuver your way out from that crowd at the moment.
He sets the scene.
I will show an example once we are away from so many people.
Sure.
I'm gonna like stop chewing on my kebab for a minute and flip my wooden mask back down over my head and kind of hiss at Renan a little.
Nice.
Even Mouse just looks at you for a split second like, what the fuck?
Eddie?
So let's see. This is your first time in Amrutlar, correct?
Right.
Do you have a place to stay?
On our ship?
Oh, you came by ship. That's good. Jugo, I'm assuming you came up the river. Quite the journey.
Right. There was a sense of... Something strange came over us as we crossed into Tay. Could you explain that? When you first came across these lands, when you crossed the border, I suppose, was there not a sense of dread or despair, nausea that you felt?
Else.
Curious. I can't seem to think of such a feeling. But, I spent a lot more time traveling. I came here by foot, so perhaps whatever the sensation was that you felt, maybe it didn't affect me. Perhaps you just spent too much time on the water.
Could never spend too much time on the water.
He kind of looks you up and down. He's like,
You can have your waters, and I will keep my air, thank you.
water. Wait, are you one of those water genasi folk?
Yes.
Ah, that makes sense then.
Traditionally.
I was curious if it was like, he kind of like pokes you with a really large finger. If this was like a body paint or something, part of the performance, I thought.
Well, I'm glad that is an illusory possibility. I guess I could use that.
He kind of
To my
shrugs. He's
advantage.
like,
Could still be.
I stopped.
I say.
Would you think I'm also very sweaty?
I stop for a moment. You don't think, and I furrow my wings a little bit, that those are props. Do
you see his eyes like get really big. Like, whoa. How do you do that? And he kind of comes back around you and like looks around very carefully. North, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna go over on the spies murmur to kind of everyone, and kind of in like a yell whisper, like how your mom does or something. Just like, I thought the whole point of kind of staying out of the way was to blend in. You're kind of throwing yourselves out there.
I'm gonna get on the spies murmur too and be like, yeah, I agree with the Phantom for once.
Congratulations, you are now.
Arjun's
Phantom
just going to
Opera.
scratch at his ear uncomfortably for the first time hearing the spies murmur.
Yeah. All right.
Are they still within range? Do I hear it? Or are they like outside of a mile? Is it a mile?
It is a mile.
They are.
Nice.
I just said it was like a 30-minute walk, so I don't know. That's like a mile.
Yeah, it was a 30-minute walk. Is it only
Like,
a mile
it's
range or is it
staticky?
5?
Let me see.
I thought it was.
Within
Well,
a mile
you-
of
I
you.
mean, it's
Most
less than
people
a
walk
mile
at
to
about
like my
3
work.
miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's less than a mile to my work, and I usually take around.
Okay, so then yeah,
So it's
no,
like kind
it's
of
just,
in and out.
No, it's
So
it's
plus
out
like
of range.
big
Yeah.
people with armor. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
There's
it's
really good cell service here, so it's all right.
I
Having
Don't have
kind of like
5G.
pretending to scratch my head to activate the spice murmur. I'm like, you think that I'm going to be able to hide myself with these?
You
But
can
like my
at least
facial
make it
expression
look like
still
less of a
holds the level
spectacle.
of my facial expression still has a very intense, like nonchalant to it.
To that effect, those of you who wish to be looking around, go ahead and make a perception check.
Well, I'm looking for.
Absolutely. It's at night, right? That's,
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do one, not as Mal's, but as Mal's?
No,
If that makes sense.
You're too
Like-
far.
No, not me, but like himself.
Taco gave you inspiration. Is great. I don't know if you saw
Okay,
22.
yeah, thanks. That's
for
important
your,
because
for your perception.
that was pretty
24.
bad. So I'm gonna roll again. I made it worse. Sorry.
I made it worse.
I got an 18.
18.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I'm
24.
looking for a hiding
24.
hole or
Sonder.
anybody suspicious.
I didn't make a perception check.
Oh, I mean,
Because
you
I
don't
didn't
have
want
to
it-
if you don't want to. Yeah.
I didn't want to appear as though I'm like looking around to see if anyone saw.
Right.
Just concentrate on.
I'm enjoying the sights.
Yeah.
I lied lyingly.
Looking around, you do see that there are a couple of natives that kind of have noticed you colorful group of people, but they kind of do no more than kind of look for a moment, kind of give you the like a smile of when you see someone in a cool costume, and it's just like, yeah, that looks really good. So it's you are being noticed, but it's not in that much of a negative,
Suspicious.
super suspicious. And
We're
you
just
see
we're just strange and we know it.
It's like we're walking around a con.
basically
Yeah.
because looking around, you do see that there are a lot of
Dressed
others.
in the costume that no one recognizes.
Yeah, that's really good costume. What is it? I don't know, but it looks really cool.
You ever see Flight of the Conchords? No.
I was just
Um,
afraid that Ogun was gonna like try to grab my wings.
Oh,
To
we haven't
see-
got that. We haven't got to that part yet. So,
That's later in the evening.
so no, but you do see
In
that
the
there are
back.
some people who do see that you look like you're in costume. You can see others that look like they are dressed up as well. There's a lot of really. It says kind of like when you go to a racing event, or any sporting event, there are people with like, different paints kind of splashed on their faces or their bodies, and so it is a colorful event. To not use that word 40 times in a row, but that's what it is. But yeah, no, Ogun comes around behind you, Renan, and you do feel him kind of like grab onto the base of your wings a little bit, not in like a pulling or any sort of anything extraneous. He's just kind of like feels the length, the bone of the wing, I don't know, is it the arm of the wing, whatever you want to call it, that first
Second
little
wing?
bit. Yeah, that was just that first little bit. He just kind of like runs his hand up along and just like, wow.
And
I,
I like freeze and cringe. My
Yeah.
entire body is clenching in that moment.
Yeah, and just like, oh, hello. I got you, Galil. I got you. I didn't see. I'm sorry. He's all, hello. I'm here.
Hello, Mrs. Pommelhorse. I'd like to get down now.
All right. Let me see if we can play a quick Jenga.
Here we go.
Let's see who
One of those
no.
old-fashioned sort of like slide puzzles.
Yeah. All right. Let's
I'm
see.
Iskra.
I'm Galil.
Okay, that's right, because Iskra's always...
Why
she's
do you
up
sound
here.
happy about that?
He has a crush on him. It's a ship
It's a ship. Ardrin is here.
inside of you.
Galil is here. Ardrin goes back here again. North is where he's at. Sonder and Renan need to
And
switch
we have
places.
unlocked the lamentation
I am-
configuration.
Ardrin,
being naughty.
Galil, North, Renan, Kindred, Iskra, Sonder. Yeah, record timing.
Wow.
Is that what that was?
Where are the hooks?
Yeah, we got better. Good to see you, Galil. Welcome home.
So what did he say after me cringing?
He's like, she kind of like lets go and is just like, oh, sorry. I really did think that those were like some sort of costume or something. I didn't realize it. Wow, this is actually rather amazing.
No bother.
And kind of steps around and like puts a hand on each of your like shoulders and just kind of squeezes like, good. He's just like you can see a little bit of he feels awkward now, realizing that
That he
it's
just
actually part
fondled
of
me?
you. Yeah, that it was just part of you, and he's just like, oh, sorry. Arjun, go ahead.
Can I roll insight on Renan to see if that was a total bad touch situation?
Sure.
Yeah.
Roll your insight.
Roll for perv.
Oh, Galil. Galil, you're muted.
No.
Renan, did you say insight or inside?
There we go.
There we go.
North.
Oh. 12.
Let the darkness flow.
12.
Let the darkness flow.
It was less so like what you would probably be able to tell is it was less so that he was like being molested or something, and more so that just whatever the sensation was very startling to him.
More surprising rather than upsetting.
Like when people put
Yes.
cheese on cat foreheads.
Just
What?
that soft reset button.
Yeah, have you ever seen those videos?
Yeah, or they
No.
just
No.
they
Yeah.
throw like a craft
funny.
single onto a
Yeah, like a
cat's
craft single.
forehead.
Are you the guy behind what is it? Don't kill cats?
The like thing that you might have thought of would have been like if somebody grabs you by the hair
Ooh.
without you being aware that it's going to
Mm.
happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
feeling.
Okay, I feel like this is going off the rails. Iskra, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Iskra's going to try to redirect the conversation.
Excellent.
By pulling her hair.
Yes, I'm just gonna pull my own hair. And,
just go,
no.
just leave. I'm out.
We're going that way. No,
And cancel.
Black
I'm
Queen
gonna
to death.
kind of look over towards Galil. I'm like, and the cobra dog creatures. And go, can you tell us anything about these?
Oh,
Yes, please.
They're not there.
Yeah, well, Galil, we left you at the stalls with everybody else.
Yeah, you're just like sitting there looking at them still.
Like
Like,
stalls.
Being part-
But at least you can hear it.
Wait,
No.
wait. You should make him perception check to see if he could just
Oh.
feel
The conversation was turning into a topic that he was interested in.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys aren't far. Galil, if you saw the party going away further than like might be close by, or would you go after them, or are you gonna stay there?
No, I'm going to stay there because I am drooling over this thing because I want one of
You
these
want one?
things,
Okay.
Aaron.
Cool.
cool. So
Well,
we'll get the
that's nice.
information and possibly relay it to him.
Possibly. Ogun follows where you are pointing Iskra, or where you are directing. He's like, oh, the sail things. They, I mean, what would you like to know?
Well, I guess one point of contention is there a jockey or they kind of run like dogs?
Oh no, there are riders. The sail things are a little, well, not a little. They are a lot of wild. Even those raised in captivity can be a little more on the dangerous
Dangerous?
side. Yes. They have a tendency for, if not properly controlled, eating the jockey. I guess, if that's what you call it.
And is it Are they more like wolves, or are they more like snakes? I heard they were called white cobra wolves, so
Yes, I suppose you could say they are both. They move in a very peculiar manner, and they can. Their bodies kind of can move. He kind of does like a snaky motion. It's like they can run along the ground if need be, kind of swimming through sand, almost as if it were water. But on harder surfaces, hardened ground or no sand, they use their paws.
in the spies murmur, he must be great at charades.
Yeah, because he is very like he is very articulate with his limbs. He just moves around a lot.
Ones?
So, he's
How
like,
fast do these things get up to?
Depends on the situation. The races are actually quite tricky and very fast. Tomorrow, I believe, will be the first of the trials. I am sure that you will probably find that the streets are emptied to go and witness them run through the obstacle courses. Then there are those that pass within the first 8 spots are then raced the next day. And it kind of eliminates down after that. The next day there will be 6 that are chosen. And then there will be a 3rd day of rest and feast. That's probably when we will be the busiest. And then on the 4th day, they will choose the top 3.
I presume death is a pretty common occurrence in these things.
Not officially, but it is not exactly uncommon either.
Oh, fantastic. They have them sign disclosure agreements.
Sure.
What do the winners receive?
Oh, there's quite a notable prize of gold and, of course, fame and fortune to be tied with winning these races.
Are there teams with riders?
Sometimes there are certain riders that will be representatives of merchants' guilds and such. Various of high-ranking members of the Red Wizards kind of tend to bet on them as favorites if they are to survive that long. It becomes more of a means of bragging rights between some of these wizards.
Don't let Khalil join the races.
He can't if I beat him to it.
What happened to not drawing any attention?
From what I understood, you have to be able to command the presence of these animals to be able to ride one. Aside from that, being able to be nimble yourself, as some of these challenges can create an obstacle for the rider as much as for the creature.
Could Kindred ride this?
All night long.
So,
Or at least till the first flag, till it eats them.
right. Go ahead, North.
Around what time of day is it?
Oh, this is nighttime. Like we're
Nighttime
talking,
right
yeah. But the amount of time that it has been dark, you would assume it's probably not quite midnight, but it's probably 10:30 or 11 or so. It's late.
I'm going to slip away from the group while they're talking to the guy, and I'm gonna go see if I can find some red wizards or somebody who looks respectable.
Okay.
Because they said they're.
Are you trying to sneak away, or are you just kind of like?
Well, I mean, I figured I'd probably be in the back anyway, because I was the one being like, "Don't cause a scene." So I'm just kind of like a teenager in the back, like, "I want to be here."
Well, make
I'm
a
just gonna
stealth,
walk
make a
away.
stealth check for me.
And Mal's trying to clock this since he's got blind sight 10 feet.
Nope, because he's probably further away than that.
Okay.
But I mean,
15.
15.
Mhm.
I mean, because was Malzahar kind of works on his own, right? You were told him to what? Watch.
I told him just to like report back what he sees to me. So he's kind of like, that's why I said like on his own, like he's doing his own thing.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, sure. I would say with disadvantage though.
Okay.
Because
I mean, I wasn't trying to be sneaky, but
Yeah. No. I was just seeing if any. I guess those of you with passive
Slipping away.
perceptions, above a 15, you'll know you'll kind of
above
notice that.
15.
Yeah,
Never mind.
that he'll sneak away. Because like I said, he's not trying to like, unless you were looking for him to leave. I guess Arjun, you might be kind of more of the head on a swivel kind of thing, paying more attention to your surroundings.
My passive is 15, so it doesn't really help me.
Oh, okay.
I noticed.
Okay.
I mean, my passive's 17, but I'm
You're
noticing
not there.
nothing
I got-
of this.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Mine's 18, but I just don't care at the moment. I'm still talking to the person
Yeah.
who tried to
Yeah,
molest me.
I trust
All right, so
North to do his thing.
He got
North.
a 14.
Okay.
Mhm.
North, go ahead and make a perception check now for me to look for maybe a wizard of some sort or some sort of. Are you looking for like just a Thayan looking official or someone who is
Nice.
lordly?
I'm looking for like any, not necessarily official, like because you were saying red wizards, people of importance. So anybody that looks like important, and then once I see that, then kind of judge them based on that, and then
Go from there.
I'm just looking for anybody. Yeah, anybody that looks like they could be important, but with a keen like eye out for like red wizards and people of the sort that
Okay. Sure.
hadn't contact with. Yeah.
Alrighty. Someone had their hand up. Say, oh, Sonder, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Ogun a question.
Yeah.
You said that these things can be found in the wild. Is there a merchant that sells young to be raised, or is this something you just kind of go out and do?
Not exactly. There are a few individuals who know how to procure the young for those who would be interested in sponsoring or raising them. So not exactly a merchant, but more so a sort of bounty hunter, I suppose.
Are
Amen.
these creatures mutilated in any
Wranglers.
way in order to become domesticated?
Are they what?
Or are they mutilated in any way?
I wouldn't say that their captivity is pleasant, but I don't believe that they are damaged.
Okay.
He kind of like looks at everybody. He's like, for entertainers, you are very curious about these creatures. Are you looking to add them to your show? If so, I can tell you now, I would not advise it.
We have tamed wilder things.
He kind of looks at you in the
Some of us.
what very much would be disbelief. He's like, okay.
And he and I are acrobats. It would be fun to do tricks on the top of one.
Sure, as long as I suppose the trick didn't end up with you deep in its gullet by the end. As I said, they have voracious appetites. It is usually why the goblin kind generally are their jockeys. They are small enough to get away and quick and dodgy, I suppose. Stay out of the snap of their jaws.
Would there be any goblin riders during the festival?
Undoubtedly.
Oh. It's nice
I
to see.
believe most of them. He kind of looks over your shoulder. back at the stall. He's like, I believe most of them actually are goblins, except for maybe one or two. There is a elven fellow who rides one now.
Small statures are preferred.
It helps, especially when you're dodging the obstacles amongst the races. Now, how about we find you some more food? Perhaps some libations or something. I see
Yes,
you've
indeed.
gotten a few things to eat, but perhaps a drink or something.
That sounds nice.
It drinks splendid.
First
And
of May.
perhaps somewhere quiet enough for me to explain what I meant about our show.
Sure. I know of a place, not too far from here, but it will be outside of the hubbub. If you wish to stay here for the rest of the celebration, then you are welcome to, but... Oh, these old bones have seen a lot, so I think it is getting closer to the time of my resting. But I'm up for a nightcap.
Would you happen to know what are they, Salty Prince? Is that something
His
familiar?
head, turns to you. Actually, yes, but that's on the other side of town.
Nah, we don't have to go there. I've just heard of...
Over by the fortress, actually. How did you hear of such a place?
The shipyards workers were talking about it. A place to go, perhaps.
It is quite a beautiful establishment, but
That's what was said.
a little out of my price range. Kind of just gives you a toothy grin. Arjun.
May I do an insight on his reaction to hearing the mention of that?
Sure.
While they're talking about it, Mouse is just going back and forth, watching them both intently. That conversation, almost like a snake charmer, almost.
22.
22? Ooh. Okay.
Splendiferous.
Splendid. Where is Graham? Anyways.
Oh, I get a techno whisper. Is that
You
what's
get a
happening?
techno. You get a techno whisper.
Ooh. Saucy. If it helps, I guess the way to frame it is that he's looking like, is he suspicious? Is he angered? Is he
Yeah.
confused? Is he now thinking about shanking us in an alleyway?
I was thinking Sander is probably going to try to gauge the same thing, asking the question.
Sure.
Okay.
You're thinking it, or did you do it?
do
Seeing what
it.
his response would be.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you.
17?
Be
17?
paced.
Okay. Dope. Yes. And then where is you? Sonder.
Yep, I knew it was coming.
There he is.
Thunder, use water gun.
Sander.
That's the only
Thunder.
chance to use water gun.
Okay.
Hand of faith. No.
Oh!
All right. Alrighty. So,
Did you
As
just
he-
say?
as he kind of looks over, he's like, so let's go to this one place. Don't mind the name, but they call it the Gruesome Cat. I'm sure that there is a story to it, but I haven't really bothered to ask.
We have seen a gruesome cat or two in our time, don't you think, Thunder?
I have
Good.
probably eaten a couple of those myself. He just turns and starts walking walking away a little bit. Those of you who are here, are you going to be following?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I can't spice murmur Galil.
I was gonna spies murmur north and ask him to tell Galil where we were going.
I mean, you guys do what you want. What would you like to do?
Is
How's a
Galil
pen?
far away? If not, I'm just
I'm
gonna run up to him.
I'm still just right there at the.
They're probably now 40 or 50 feet away from you by this point because they've
I'll
been
just
talking
take-
and walking.
I'll just take a little vegetable chunk off of what's left of the kebab and chuck it at him.
Have I been
Sure.
following?
Sure. make
50 feet.
make a attack roll.
Improvised weapon attack.
Make an attack.
Galil loses an eye with a tomato.
Start making death saves.
Alright, 21.
Holy shit!
Divine tomato damage.
Galil,
I was thinking
as-
like a piece of like orange pepper or something. you know?
yeah, for sure.
Wait.
Right in the eye. Right in the eye.
Mhm.
Wait.
Galil's allergic to orange pepper.
Wait.
He's looking at his
Extra
backstory.
damage.
I'm allergic to
No.
orange pepper. My weakness.
My one weakness.
Quick, grab an EpiPen.
What is
I'm gluten-free.
what is the past perception of that?
What? Here's the orange pepper flying through the air.
The Matrix is underneath it.
Oh, that's right. You are blind sight. You do have blind sight, right?
Yeah, but I also have Oreo, so
Oh.
Oh, and Oreo's trained to catch and eat flying
Yep.
peppers.
because of
gonna set all these people
one
on
of my
fire.
spells.
Mm-hmm.
While they're doing this, do I
Has
find any clues towards sounding of gambling, coins, or rich people?
Looking about the areas, you kind of make a little circle around where these stalls are at. There isn't really anything in the way of what looks like that kind of gambling. You see, this is more carnival-esque, I guess. When this area has more along the lines of vendors, mostly of food, and then it looks like there are people that are kind of gathered together that look a little more fancy or ritzier than the common folk, but they seem
Yeah,
to
I
be.
meant to follow more, not like follow the money is like where
Right.
the best vendors, where they credit. I meant more of along the lines of, because usually in like carnival place and you have like that one famous person or like the celebrities and their goons, it'll be like
Yeah.
they're on that side. Like,
Oh
I'll follow
yeah, like the
box
VIP
seating.
section.
Yeah.
The VIP
Like-
section.
Like where's the cool kid bus at?
We
Looking
Cool kid
around,
wagon.
Roxbury.
They're at the moment you don't see anybody that looks like that would be super close. You do see that there are some that are gathered maybe a little bit outside of the where a lot of the action is, but they do have like their bodyguards and stuff there, but they it looks very uninviting kind of thing. They're not really part of the thing as so much that maybe that this is a group of higher ups that are maybe gathering together to have a discussion or something. But their bodyguards are like facing outwards and they're away from the crowd. And you can even see that the crowd is kind of staying away from them in general.
Event organizers.
Yeah.
Is there any place around there where I can just kind of chill and watch from a distance and see if anybody comes in or out?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can find a place to kind of post up for a minute, just keep a look and watch what their behavior is, I guess. Galil or Renan, whichever. Didn't see who went first.
Since
but-
it's go through the thing at me, I
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
to see if Oreo sees and catches in the hot pepper.
Yeah. Sure. I don't think Oreo is quite monk trained to deflect projectiles, but
No, but she's trained to catch hot peppers from me for using the dragon's breath, and she is actually
That's true.
trained to protect me.
Does she have her own magic to use it to activate the power?
yeah, I mean it's not gonna activate the spell, but
Yeah, no,
She kinda
but
just
she
it's
is.
just more of the pepper snatching out of the air kind of thing.
Yep.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 10, but my perception for her, that is perception's wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 7, so 17.
Oh yeah. Nope. This was faster than that. I would say
Like
that
closer.
Oreo probably like
Saw
sees
it.
the thing. Yeah, like whoa, what is that kind of thing? Yeah.
What the hell was that?
And you can see that the party is now moved a ways off into the crowd. You can kind of see Iskra kind of just like
Sunder and Isker glaring at you.
Yeah.
Under. God damn it.
I guess we're going? Let's go, Oreo. These bitches don't know how to wait.
I'm gonna spies murmur north. We are going to go find a tavern or something of the sort to find a few drinks and a quiet place to speak with Organ. I will let you know if we leave and ask if you need to know the exact location.
I'm sure he heard the message. North.
Yeah, I'm
no.
sorry. I was trying to figure out a fort situation.
No, you're
Just
fine.
got my food.
Yes.
Basically, I told you we are going to a tavern, and that if you need to know the exact location, you have only to ask.
No worries. I'm just camping out outside of tent right now. I'll let y'all know if anything happens.
Alrighty. So, let's see here. There we go. All right. So as you guys start to exit from the festivities and kind of move your way further, you kind of follow Ogun as he very much like being like this really tall, big guy. A lot of the crowd kind of tends to move around him. He's almost like one of those icebreaker ships, you know, just kind of like the the crowd kind of parts around him, and you guys follow in his wake as he leads you out. Let's see here.
It's always useful to have a friend like that. You like grab onto their
shoulder and you just
shoulder
follow as they like
through the crowd.
excuse me. But you guys
stand on a skateboard and grab onto his shirt and
You know, we should have Soul do this more often. It saves a lot of time.
Soul Kitty turns his head at you, just starts licking the paw, and then
flips off Renan in kitty form.
In kitty form, yeah, and then just kind of goes back to like
one claw.
one claw
just
raises.
one claw.
Then goes back to like nuzzling his head on the back of Saunders, and just kind of like sits like a parrot on his shoulder. All right.
I'm following behind.
Okay. Let's see here.
I'm Maul speed, by the way.
Mall speed?
Maul speed.
What is that?
Not quite walking, not quite running, but like you're getting there in a hurry.
Yes.
I just
Power
picture him prancer-sizing through the crowd.
He switched on gay gear and just went for it.
Think of Eric Pride's "Call on Me" video.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Okay, so
I don't know if he could pull off that leotard, but
Let's find out.
Jesus.
alrighty. So, maneuvering out into the surrounding neighborhood here outside of this festival grounds, Ogun slows down a little bit to let everybody kind of catch up now that you aren't so crowded in with all of the people. Go ahead and turn that. This place we are going to is well known for a good breakfast. I've been staying here for the last few days, actually. At least that's the best part of it. I'm hoping that, you enjoy it as much as I do. And he continues to walk. So, you and you, he points over at Sonder and Iskra, are acrobats, you said.
Right.
You, the winged one, have your own thing going on.
He is our best wingman.
Of
I leave.
course.
Pop him in the back.
Mouse just poofs. No. Okay.
I'm assuming he looks back over his shoulder at Galil and Oreo that are trotting up to you guys. I'm assuming a animal tamer of some sorts.
Mm-hmm.
And you, he looks over at Ardrin, magician.
Sometimes, usually I'm more of a roadie or stagehand to kind of help facilitate the goings on.
Ah, I see. Aren't you missing one?
Oh, I think he just
That would be
needed to
his
get a little
trick.
bit of air.
Oh, another magician. Understood. Well,
He is more of an illusionist. Appears, can disappear, make it seem like he has shifted from one place to another. But it is
Almost
all
as if he's in
smoke
two
and mirrors.
places at once.
Right.
must
That's
be
his
quite
beauty.
the spectacle then.
Right.
Seems to me
So
you
we-
are sorely lacking a musician.
You?
Unfortunately, yeah, none of us are musically adept.
Oh, that's sad. Music's very beautiful.
I agree.
Have we found our way to a relatively away from the crowd now?
Yeah. You're back in the quieter streets of the city.
Well, I suppose this is as good of a place as any, especially before we are inside of a tavern where we could potentially be under scrutiny. This is what I wanted to show you. And unfurling his fingers, a little bit of lightning is arcing between each ones. Just slightly. But I don't know that I should show too many people in this city.
Make an insight check for me.
I think I know what my bonus is, but I keep forgetting. Yep, okay. So that is a 27.
He looks nervous. Yes, probably best that you don't.
Certainly do not want to get you or anyone else in trouble, least of all myself, so...
Well, just keep it under control, I suppose.
I can entertain with a simple sky dance as well as I can with lightning fingers, so to speak.
Well, he just doesn't seem to really know what to say. He just keeps walking.
I meant to ask, what's your favorite part of the festival, other than the music, of course?
This is actually only my second festival. I don't know if I have a favorite part of it yet. Still rather new to Thay in general, but
Sure, but any particular highlights catch your attention?
the feast on the third day is quite expansive. It's usually when I make the most coin. So that would probably be my favorite.
Fair
For
enough.
obvious reasons. I fill my belly and my purse.
Got a Gucci bag?
So, that being said, have you been to many, are you new in Thay exactly? Have you been traveling long? I already know this is your first time in Amrutlar. And you all seem rather fresh to be performers, having traveled long.
Oh, Thay seems like a whole different world to me.
That's fair enough. It is very different, especially considering everything that they are going through at the moment.
Being from the Yorwood coast, we knew that there was only so much we could do to gain fame and fortune there. Thay is becoming a fairly rich and powerful nation, so we thought we'd try our coin there.
Sometimes it is good to know that you are choosing a winning side. They seem to have a good future ahead of them.
Oh, like gulp. Right.
At least as far as I have seen, I have not ventured far west. It seems very unfortunate what those poor souls are going through, but he kind of like says it more in a whisper now than he had been speaking before.
We've
But-
seen
Go ahead.
we've seen many things. And I'll sound more disturbed. That whispered or hushed tone. The Thayan Empire has placed its mark on many a nation.
This is true. From what I have seen of this city, at least, they seem to be doing quite well. City has grown prosperous these last few years. At least that's what the locals say.
Miracle to be certain in a desert like this. And I don't do a very good job of keeping some level of contempt out of the tone of my voice.
Fair.
What do you sing of, Ogun?
Oh, I'm not much of a singer.
Hmm.
I just play.
Your buddy, Rio,
Oh, yes.
performs with you, correct?
No. Rio, he does not play. He merely enjoys. He's more of a companion. He keeps me company, especially whenever I am on the road or traveling. Sometimes it gets rather quiet, and you tend to start. Never mind, it's not important. He keeps me company.
All of a sudden, Mal's becomes a rattlesnake. Just no.
What instrument did he play?
He has
Or
this
have we
like,
seen it yet?
yeah, no,
Like
well,
bass
he
looking
has,
thing.
he has it on his back. Actually, it's a large violin, but like
Well,
almost cello in size because of how big he is. But it's just like,
Viola? Or
Well, I would certainly be interested to see if the languages I speak and the songs that I can sing would be enjoyable with your instrument of all things.
I don't see why not. I have learned many a song on my travels. You meet a lot of interesting folk when you're traveling large distances.
do you ever, and I'll say this in Draconic, have you learned any songs of the people in Draconic?
He doesn't really have ears. But if he had ears, you would see that they perk up at the sound of Draconic. It's just more like, I guess,
His eyebrows raised.
Yeah, his eyebrows raised for sure, and he's just kind of like cocks his head a little to the side, just like, I know a few tunes, he says in, again, common, but then in Draconic, there aren't many who speak this language. Do your friends also understand? And he kind of says that and like looks to everybody else expecting some sort of reaction.
You're there with them, right?
Huh?
I was about to say, Isker, you've been like right next to them.
Yeah, I'm like right next to Saunders.
So Mouse, who's kind of been like resting on your neck with his head facing behind you, watching your back. He's like obviously curled around if you let him, and he like makes it obvious. He just starts staring at Olgan, and like kind of, if you could see the snake nod and do his little tongue thing.
I'll like scratch his under cheek or whatever.
He bites you. No.
Respond to Ogun in Draconic. Well, I certainly understand enough to be able to sing it.
Even more surprise crosses his face. You really are a well-traveled group.
I say, this time I say in Celestial, you have no idea.
He just kind of like stares at you, just like, oh yeah, oh oui.
But that sounded like
Hola.
something.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you say about my mom?
Here, this is the place, and he kind of like points up ahead at one of the buildings that kind of sticks out a little bit from the rest of the homes and. What you imagine, maybe, somewhat larger, maybe shops or something that line this particular street. This building is more sandy brick and mortar than it is just like smooth mortar outside or smooth adobe outside. This is more like you can see this is like sandstone bricks. And it is not like the nicest looking place, and you aren't exactly in the nicest neighborhood of the city, but it looks cozy and definitely very stable compared to what might be, around the area. There's like these little piles of sand that kind of meet up with all of the bases of the houses here at the outskirts of the city, and you can see the signage that is above the door. It just looks like a cat is like curled up in a ball, and there's like these little lines that make it look like it's like a smelly cat or something.
I like cats. Smelly. What are they feeding? Okay, sorry, had to. Is Phoebe here?
Yes, Phoebe is definitely here. She's right outside.
She's playing music.
She's right outside with the guitar right now. Mm-hmm.
So I've been getting like Misty Palms Oasis from Avatar: The Last Airbender vibes.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I was like, what?
That's what I'm imagining anyway.
Yeah.
It just went straight to Central Perks for me.
Okay, so I'm just like looking through this real quick. Okay, so as you enter into, as he like opens the door, you can see that the indoors of this place is indeed it's like a small, quaint little inn tavern mixture. There's only about four or five tables that are here in the front section, and that is it. It almost looks like this was at one time had been maybe a home, and now is used as a business of sorts. And you can see that there's like the
Austin.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh.
Did you say Boston?
Austin.
Oh, I heard Boston.
A lot of little bars that are like
Co-op.
Yeah.
that one street.
Do you have Pop-Tart with you? I forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gang's all here.
I'm waiting for people to start dropping in the crowd because he's just been like jump spidering to random people and just
It's like,
Yeah, stab.
dead. I don't like the way they looked at him.
How many hours does Soul have left? Or how long has it been?
I
Until
just
he
asked when
dies?
somebody's
Before-
gonna die, Sonder. God.
You
Well, he has to
probably-
do wild
he's at four.
the wild shape
pretty
thing.
soon he won't even
Yeah.
go here.
Just to do it again. Yeah.
You've done. He's probably got another 2 hours left at this rate.
Okay.
Because you guys haven't been gone for that terribly long.
Yeah.
There is a small little hearth with a fire that has like a cauldron that like hangs over it, and you can see a little stew is boiling. It smells very, very good in there. And
Does it smell like Soylent Green is political dissidence?
I don't know what that means. What?
Oh wow. Okay. Does it
Yes, it
smell
does.
like peasants
spirit?
or yeah?
Oh. No, it doesn't.
Does it,
sound-
he's asking if it smells poor.
Oh.
I was gonna say does it smell like people, but
Is it the urine? The
Okay.
subway.
He's just saying it in a intellectual snobby kind of way.
Well, all things considered, it
Politically
could just be like, does it smell like humans?
Am I wrong?
Here?
no.
Thank you, Elvie.
Ovi.
We are
love
famous.
you.
Well, no, there was a bot that had said, "You want to become famous?"
Oh, it's one of them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of them in forever.
Don't give him the time of day. Mm-mm. Don't
Okay.
do
No
it.
thanks, robot.
Anyway, this doesn't. It just smells. It smells more homey, I guess you could say. Like there's definitely the smell of the
Polos.
food in the air, and then the furniture looks like old, and it doesn't look like it's a new place, but it doesn't smell bad by any means. It just smells like you were walked into someone's house, and they're cooking dinner, and it's actually quite appetizing
Like-
compared to the
Like home fresh dinner?
yeah, like home cooked
home
meals.
Yeah, well, I don't know
Wow.
why I can't speak right now. Wow.
No, that's okay. I knew what you meant. Wait,
Wait, is it like a pot of
Fresh.
noodles being cooked? Because
okay. Anyway, so walking in, it does have a very homey vibe, and you can see that there is a counter that has been built closer towards the back of this room, and it's like I said, it's almost like when you walk in someone's house and they have a bar set up. That's the kind of small place vibe this is.
It's
like
a few
just an
homey
island or the
touches.
cart?
No, it's an island.
Like a door.
It's just like a little
Okay.
island that is. So it's and it does kind of.
So-
it has one side that's open and then one side that kind of curves around to meet the
So
wall.
it has an island and a peninsula.
Sure.
It's a real archipelago.
Yeah.
in here.
Archipelago.
Those things piss me off. Either have one or just have only one of them.
Yeah, it kind of just comes out of the wall and kind of curves around.
Yeah, that's a
so-
peninsula
Okay. So then it has one of those. But you
Yeah, the
can see that
islands
there are the
adjacent to it.
shelves in the back that have a bunch of different like bottles of various liquors and things. And when he enters, Ogun actually calls out into the back. Agnes, I brought company. He's kind of just bellows around the back, and from a door in the back of the room, out comes a middle-aged, maybe slightly older dwarven woman. Comes out with wiping her hands on her apron, and she's like, "Oh, you're back so soon." And she kind of like looks at the troop of people that Ogun just brought in on the inside. She goes, "Oh," her eyes kind of get big. Just a moment, and she kind of goes back to the kitchen. Ogun turns to you, he's like, "It looks like he like does like the little happy clap." It's like, "Oh, it looks
slap,
like
slap,
yeah,
clap,
looks
clap,
like she
clap.
is preparing one of her stews. It is quite the treat you are in for tonight. Please make yourselves comfortable. I am going to go put this away in my room."
Another
you.
soul.
Thank you for the hospitality.
This is not my home, but I guess it is my home for now. He kind of just like starts walking off and kind of mutters to himself as he's like, I don't guess so. He goes down this hallway, what looks like towards the back end of the house.
Is it busy in this house? Like, is there a lot of traffic, or is it just them?
It looks like it's just them right now. There was nobody else in here right now.
So it's a
Now
house,
it's like-
not a public house.
Now it's kind of like does the tongue thing to like on your neck to like get your attention. It just kind of like,
Kind of look down at him.
and then he's just gonna like, and then he'll slither off.
Okay.
Unravels.
But yeah, so then this like, because basically it looks like a large living room and it has like 4 tables that are set up with little lanterns on each one. You can tell it's set up for people, but right now there are no people in here. So it's just more of a cozy atmosphere kind of thing. Agnes eventually pops out from the back and comes up to you guys. It's like, oh, so you all look like you've come in from the festival. How was it?
It was a nice experience.
Is this your first grand race?
Right.
Oh, well, welcome. I'm glad that Ogun has found you. I know that the name, the gruesome cat, was more of a, we thought it'd be clever and funny, but hopefully you don't find this too below your means. And she kind of looks at all of you, and you can see she kind of has like seen Iskra's more flashy attire, and everyone else kind of looks more well-to-do, and she's like,
I'm gonna say to her, "This is the only thing I own."
oh,
Wow.
no
Can we-
judgment here. I didn't mean any disrespect by any means. And she kind of does this like really low bow. But I hope
You have a
Go ahead.
you have a lovely establishment, I must say.
Well, we tried to go for something a little more homey, I suppose, and it works. We have more of the locals who come in to eat every now and then than we have more visitors who stay. We are rather blessed with Ogun.
It's a pleasant surprise to run into something like this amongst all the hustle and bustle going on outside.
Maybe back in the day, I would have enjoyed being around so many people, but in this day and age, not so much. Rather stay here.
The name of the. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
The name of the establishment is nice. It's better than the cat with hands.
That's true. That sounds rather horrifying, actually.
It is.
Was
More of a tumbler rather than a comedian on stage, so
Oh,
I'm
well.
trying my hand at jokes.
Are you hungry? I'm sure you probably have been feasting while you were at the festival, but
thirsty more than hungry myself, but any
thirsty
of you?
we have plenty of beverages and libations. Unfortunately, my partner tends to be more of the pun maker, so some of them may sound a little strange. If she offers you any, just nod and say okay.
I'll take
And wine?
A wine we do have, yes.
I'll take whatever
You have
stew
water, by the
like.
way.
Water, sure. Of course we have water. Do you need... Your eyes kind of follow behind you to Oreo. A bowl, or is this for you?
Both, please.
Oh, we can definitely see to that.
Thank you so much.
Turning to Glue. You're going to take a bowl as well.
To shove your face in it? Yeah.
She looks over at Iskra and Ardren.
Whatever you happen to have on tap, if you don't mind, and a bowl of whatever's cooking over there. It smells real good.
Of
Eyeball
Missing
course.
some down home cooking.
Right.
Yes, just something local for me to drink, but Nothing to eat. I'm full.
No worries. It's fine. I understand that there are plenty of good and delicious things to be had at the festival. Give me a moment. I'll go get those drinks.
The process, would Mal's been able to kind of follow Ogun?
Is that you didn't tell? Is that what you wanted him to do?
Yeah, I just didn't want to take up too much of everyone's time because I'm not technically there.
I figured that's what was happening.
Yeah.
When he got down and
Oh yeah, like he plopped off of her and then went to go follow him
Okay.
just to see, like, get a lay of the land.
So, did anyone get the names of the creatures that I was like drooling over?
The
Black
white
Cobra
Cobra
Wolves.
There's Cobra Kai. There's Steve.
The Cobra Kai.
he said that
They call them sail fangs here, though.
Sail things? Okay.
there are procurers that you can speak to, and the riders, they prefer those who have smaller statures, like goblins and halflings, suppose.
Boys.
But they never said that they were looking for a smaller stature for the sake of the Cobra Wolf, only for the sake of the game. They
That's
also
Also
said
said
that
something about elves too because of the Latin nimbleness.
right.
and that they have a predisposition to
Violence.
only wanting a evil rider to match their violence. Yes, Sonder.
He said that?
What?
I don't remember him saying that.
Yes, that they prefer evil riders. Ogun said that.
Do they?
Hey,
Make-
Do
dude,
they, Renan?
Make an insight check.
Oh, okay.
rolls a 1, thinks it's bullshit.
18.
I'm telling the truth. I am saying what Ogun said.
Or at least what you think in your drunken stupor.
Aaron said it!
Did I?
Yes!
Did you?
I don't
Yes.
think I did. No.
It was
You
similar,
did.
but not quite that.
Maybe you misinterpreted. Maybe I said something wrong that you took a different way.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
was like-
we're gonna have to
That's fine.
rewatch it
I was just
again.
like-
Did Renan
I-
just have his own Mandela effect?
Yeah, I think
Maybe.
so.
His re-
Ogun's not a sailfang jockey. He doesn't
Yeah.
know everything.
yeah, that's also true.
That's true.
That's
fine.
true too.
It's a game of telephone.
I would
Yeah,
like
right.
to make a perception check on the room. I'm looking for anything broken. Because I'm
Broken.
bored.
Okay.
And
Or-
now I'm wanting to get away from the conversation.
A peninsula. That glass.
Anything broken?
Make a perception.
That pride.
Make a perception check for me.
Don't you use it to
Kindred.
stir the soup?
The whole party.
Yeah.
Oh,
The whole party's
Yeah.
broken.
The
now I remember
stream.
what I was supposed to do, but I
Stream.
couldn't be here for that. Kindred.
30, 20.
Okay. What were you saying, Aaron?
I said Kindred. Go ahead and make a perception check for Snaky Snake. For Snaky Snake.
Like,
Oh,
And
okay.
I rolled a modded 20.
Okay.
Okay. 17.
Oh, that
Yeah,
feels
17.
17. All right. And then Renan modded 20. Looking around
Yeah, I
the
can't
room.
do that.
Looking around the room,
Who's got
Renan.
some-
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that because this
You
just
can
feels
just
weird
hold
to
up
me.
a finger. You can just do one.
Oh,
It's fine.
yeah.
Maybe I should have specified which finger. You have to hold up a pinky.
A pinky. I can do a pinky.
Bring it out. Pinky out.
There you go. All right.
Oh, hold
Renan.
on, I gotta do this correctly now.
Oh no.
Nope.
Fancy.
There you go. Yep. There you go.
There
Fancy.
you go.
Renan,
I like that mug, by the way.
Looking around the
I'll send you a link.
looking around the room. Things don't look so much broken as they look worn. You can see that maybe a couple of the cups that are on the shelves behind the counter have like chips in them, but not like anything that looks like super broken. But they definitely, they don't look like the ones with the chips in them don't look like they are used frequently. Like they are more like set off to the side, but they also didn't throw them away, kind of thing. So you use what you got.
Chips in them.
Chips
Are there
in
nachos here?
Not those chips. There are some chips on the wall.
Those kinds of chips give
Easter
you brain
egg.
damage. Paint chips.
So whenever she comes back, just so that other people can have their sides of the conversation, when she comes back, I'm going to request that one of the chipped cups be where I get the wine from.
Okay. Kindred. The
That is awesome.
little sneaky snake follows Ogin back into the dark of the hallway, where he passes a couple of doors and eventually stops at one, and just opens it and then closes it behind him.
Alright. We'll kind of wait there a little bit. Do his tongue thing at the door and just be like, see if his blind sight kicks in for anything, and then.
I mean, there's nothing in the hallway. I don't think blind sight works through walls.
Not through like lead, but like if there's like a crack and he's low enough, he will. But kind of just wait there for a little bit, a few minutes, and then come on back.
Okay. And then Galil, what were you thinking about?
Galil would have done this back in the day, but because Adam was sick.
Yeah.
Kindred,
Yes.
did you by any chance get a hold of Carp?
Yes.
Is that BS too, or do I need to smite you as well?
No, I wrote a lot of stuff. Be specific because I sent a lot out.
Just wondering because every time I try to talk to him up here, it's like a forwarding call.
There's just like a light, just like, you got left on red.
Oh, no.
But Aaron, I know I sent you the stuff out.
Yep.
Would I have gotten something back?
Not yet.
At least knowing that, okay. But I know that he got it. He's like alive and he's not like in danger. At least that's what it. Neferu.
You sent the stuff to Neferu.
Yeah, but I was asking, like, she let me know that everyone's fine. Don't worry, we're being taken into consideration.
No, I mean, you haven't received any replies back from anything that you have sent yet. You just sent them off, like.
No, but like from earlier.
Yeah, it's the same day still. Nothing. It's only been a couple of hours. Yes, since he sent all this stuff. He sent the stuff. He said by nightfall of that night. Then you guys arrived at the city. It's just been a long few sessions, but it's been all the same day.
We play a 3 or 4 hour game, and that's literally how much time we play through.
Yeah, we are
in a
playing
day.
in real time.
We're in real time.
Oh my gosh!
I guess
It's like an episode of 24.
Oh no!
Is I had
I
letters-
should not have ate that tamale between hours 3 and 4 p.m.
So I had the letters addressed to certain people, but she did confirm that each letter got to said person. So in a roundabout way, I do know he's like alive in there. Am I making sense? He went silent. Can y'all hear me? What's going on?
I mean, that
No, we
feels like
can
a
hear
fair assumption to make to me.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make sure because he's like, no, you don't know. I'm like, the fuck?
No,
you got
just
my
saying-
letter?
Yeah,
Santa?
So
No,
from
no,
everything
like-
I've been able to find, blind sight isn't per se like the X-ray vision side. It's more
Mhm.
like you can see without.
You
being
can see
able to
invisible shit.
physically- Yeah,
You get daredevil
invisibility,
vision within a few
darkness,
feet.
that kind of thing, but not through walls and stuff.
I get like ass blaster sight. I see heat vision because it's a snake.
Ass buster. I love
Yeah.
tremors.
And then currently you
The whole
see a
dark-
lot.
Okay.
Hi, ass blaster! You blasted your own damn ass.
Yes.
Okay, but knowing that, I'd be like, yeah, he's there. He's probably just busy, saving the world, finding his apostles. You know, takes a lot out of a growing boy.
I mean, he's found all of them already.
Holy shit, he did?
That's
do you-
the last thing he told me.
When was this? As I started doing mental math.
Oh, a while back.
In real time, it's been a while back.
Yeah, in real time, a while back.
In game, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I can't
Thursday.
remember that.
It was
Okay.
Thursday. It was like 2 days ago.
Okay, so then
I think that was whenever you were still on Tet, actually, Julio.
I think so too.
I think that's when we had covered
Victoria showed up, but she was like the last one, right?
it. She
Or
was
whoever
one
her
of the
name
last
is.
ones.
She
Yeah.
was one
Who?
of them.
you say Victoria Beckham?
Yes.
Yes, Victoria.
I like legit. That's legit what I heard.
Victoria. Hmm.
The
Osh is there at Tet.
She was
I
there.
know,
You
right?
saw her. Everyone
Yeah,
saw
we did.
her.
she came with the sisters.
It was at the same time as
Oh,
like
see, I wasn't paying attention to her. I was looking
I
at
know.
the three bitches
No, but-
because of
I-
Alec.
Yeah, but the rest
I
of the
made
Spice
that. I
Girls.
made that comment like a while later. Is like one of the last of the 12 was there, and nobody batted an eye at her because the
She's
Sisterhood
a
of
drow
Demos.
as smart.
the Sisterhood of Demos were like so over the top that they kind of paled over everything
Have my
else.
attention.
Yeah.
She was dragging her ass, apparently. Okay, that's what she did because Eloquent took priority at
Yeah.
the time
Yeah.
because we were good friends, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
Because family
Everything
means no one gets left behind.
Everything went wild. Okay, so
Okay.
he's family.
Okay, as we go back to our
somebody to
current
do it.
timeline.
Okay, all the way back. All the way back. Here we go.
okay.
So we're in a carriage and we meet at no.
We meet at Lemnos.
Okay, so as you await your drink order from this Agnes lady, the snaky snake is over in the hallway waiting for Ogun to return north.
Oh.
You being still there at the festival have been watching the proceedings of from a safe distance, kind of mixed in with the crowd, enough to where you can keep an eye on this like open tent of where there are people that are kind of gathered around and having their own like little mini gala sort of event. As you are watching, let me switch this to something else. As you are watching, you see parting through the crowd a group of Thayan soldiers. This one, however, they don't look like your normal soldiers. These look like they have ornamental armor and stuff on. In
Does
fact,
it look more for parade or more regale for a cabinet? Like a military cabinet for a higher up? Or more of a parade?
it's more of maybe the latter. As they are walking, there is you can tell that they are kind of there's enough of them that they're kind of surrounding someone who can't be seen in the middle. You kind of see some movement as this little party is moving into or towards and into the tent. Make a perception check for me, if you will.
I'm going to... roll a d6 on top of that. 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
There is a movement of someone maybe extremely small, somewhere between halfling to gnome height. It is looks like they are either floating or flying amongst the guards. And you can see the individuals that are inside the tent seeing this procession move up all immediately take notice and offer whoever this is a bow of some sort of like respect, a very deep, deep bow. But the guards now, they basically, as they approach, they fill out the doorway and then turn about face to face outside, to face the outsides of the tent. And whoever was inside was kind of not deposited into the tent, but you know what I mean? Like they, what's the word I'm looking for?
Inserted.
No.
Like whenever you Indian run like the back.
Yeah,
just
I was,
following.
escorted. They
Fertilized.
escorted this person into the tent, and now they are like blocking off the entrance, kind of thing.
So right before they finish doing their maneuver to, I guess, form some sort of line at the gateway, like they're still kind of having that hole where the important figure is going in. I had to figure at that moment I'd have my echo start bolting towards the opening. And then about 5 feet behind it, I will be bolting as well.
You're gonna try and run into the tent?
I am going to run up until I see the guards have like kind of realized what's going on, because I figured it might take them a second, like they probably weren't expecting this. And right as they kind of see the echo and then see me, I'm going to jump and tackle my own echo and stab it with a knife and make it go away in front of the guards.
Make a deception
I
check
will-
for me.
Deception already. Let's see.
With advantage, because that actually sounds kind of cool.
And
Yeah,
it'll be
I like that.
performance.
He's trying to fake it.
Yeah.
By acting. No.
He's like
Red
making
leather,
the
yellow
death
leather, red
noises that
leather,
echo
yellow
out of
leather.
our mouths.
15?
Oh no.
15?
Mm-hmm.
During a Shakespearean death scene where he's playing both Hamlet and Laertes.
Nice.
Oof.
Or Macbeth, no, I am slain. Shut up, Banquo. I'm done with your shit.
All right. So as you're running forward, immediately, like the movement towards the tent or towards the guards puts them at an immediate like alert, and they all kind of go for their weapons. And watching you jump, tackle, and pop your own bubble, as it were. Like you land on the ground and kind of skid a little bit in front of them as like bursts and dissipates that smoke into nothing. One of the lead guards, and you can see now, well, you saw as you were approaching, all of these guards have like a iron mask over their faces.
A complete, no, like halfway.
No, it's just like a full like
eye holes and
there's just the eye, yeah, it's
face
just the eye holes, yeah. But a full iron mask over their faces, and one of them, like the one closest to you, reaches a hand out to like, halt, no closer.
I'll just kind of put my hands up and drop the dagger.
The one speaking like unsheaths his sword and like points it at you. Who are you?
I'll just kind of brush off the dirt on my shirt, and in Goblin, I'll respond. Someone who just saved your life. Those, I'm not quite sure what those are yet. Something that I presume that shit show of a rebellion is sending after people in Thay. Is everyone all right? Did anybody else get hurt? And I'll look around.
And you were lucky that they rolled so low. God damn it. Yeah, for real. The sword doesn't go away. In fact, some of the others unsheath their swords as well. And for a moment, you think like, oh shit, because like if anything, they look like they're getting more. It looks like they are getting more hostile, but they aren't moving towards you. And they kind of like look to each other very slightly. There's like the slightest movement of the head towards each other, and then they're like, no.
I do mean to ask first, because I did this like right as whoever it may be was entering the tent. Was there like a bustle or a commotion? Like, did they gasp and turn around and stop, or did like somebody rush them away? Or was it like
no? You just saw the guards like kind of like
or too late.
I would say whatever happened on the inside of the tent, you're not sure of yet because of how like. These guys are blocking. Yeah, these guys are like very much blocking. If anything, they just got tense and ready for whatever was going to happen, and then seeing you like dispatch this shadow thing and then rise, they are still like not moving, but they don't seem to be like panicking or anything like that. They're just like, what do you know of this rebellion? In Goblin.
Well, just kind of look around and kind of pretend like I'm making sure it's hush hush, and like, I've been out of the country for some time, but I've been traveling around and helping out. Apparently, there's been sightings, different towns. You hear of what's that one city? Right outside of Thay. It's on the border. So I'm sure you've heard of it. Real fucking chaos out there. Somebody blew up a tower and invaded their palace, and the rebels even killed the politicians out there. Tried to make it look like Thay is the enemy. Ridiculous. But I'm not really allowed to say too much. Only to certain people in charge or with high enough clearance. I'm guessing there's somebody important in there because the rebellion's apparently been sending a lot of these guys out here trying to kill the wizard.
There is a moment where it's kind of unsettling because there's no physical reaction you can read. There's just these blank stares. You remember, did you ever watch the movie 300? Do you remember like the Immortals?
Yes.
Like now they just had those masks and there's like no emotion there.
You just hear like the breathing, like
yeah. It's just like those metallic masks that they were wearing. That's
if
like
anybody were to do a perception check and rolled above a 22, they could see that my asshole is probably bleeding from the amount I'm clenching right now. I'm like,
no.
Please don't do anything.
They don't say anything. And then you hear a voice on the inside of the tent say something in the native tongue that you have heard spoken here. And there are two of the guards that kind of step aside. And you see a small gnomish woman.
Does it look like the one that the guards were huddling around? Do I recognize feet or anything?
No, because she would look like
whoever
was
floating.
like they're floating. But she
walks.
Are they
floating now?
She kind of they're walking between the two. You can see red clothing and a shaved head with multiple tattoos going along the side, above the ears, and trailing back down behind the neck. Her ears bejeweled with like various golden like earrings and like most of them like pins with like little jewels of different colors that kind of pierce through her ears. She even has like some through the bridge of her nose and one like over one of her eyebrows. And she kind of like looks at you suspiciously.
I'm not sure if this was like the same person or if it's just a different higher official, I'll give a bow, not as deep or like as like royal, but something that's respect. Like, to be in your presence, I go.
That's it.
Shadow things, you say? Shadow things.
Something of the sort. Our intelligence hasn't quite figured out what exactly it is yet.
Who sent you here?
Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to say. I'm also speaking in Goblin.
As is she.
Okay.
Is that her behind you there?
Oh my god. Shut up, Kindred. It's fine. Leave her alone. God damn it, Kindred. Anyway.
That would be part of the Knights of Santos drinking game. It's
Oh
just
my
shut up, Kindred.
North. She just kind of like nods very slowly. Well, tell me more then. And she, with a single finger, beckons you forward.
Damn it! I told you.
And
with-
I will
What?
yet again do a little bow and follow her beckon.
All right. As you kind of move towards the tent entrance, the oh, I heard that. That that gave me the willies. You enter into the tent following this gnomish woman as the guards close the gap that you had walked through and now block the exit of the tent that you have just entered. And that is where we're going to go on break.
Like, please
Oh.
tell me, like,
Oh, man.
once they get in, like, the lights from the inside of the tent, it's gonna be like that scene in Austin Powers where they're pulling stuff out of the bag.
All right, so
Nobody
we
was
will be
floating.
back in like 10 minutes, and we'll see where or what the hell is going to happen next.
So you're
I
saying
didn't
North's
even
not a
realize
minute
it was
man.
9 o'clock already.
All right, welcome back. Welcome
Rude.
back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh my gosh. Well, this is.
Oh, I need to make Jello shots for Thanksgiving.
And that's the part the audience hears.
Oh no, they. But it was just like, who makes Jello?
I mean-
I guess whatever.
Everybody?
Oh, no,
We're
my stepbrother
Mexican.
brings Jello shots to like every family gathering.
See, Aaron?
And
I
like,
guess
if you know what you're doing, you have a system set up that way you can get all the colors of the rainbow and do like
Yep.
mass
Oh, yeah.
batches of them, and you have it like your system down.
Oh yeah,
Every color is different liquor.
Oh yeah, of course.
blue coconut and raspberry is the blue one.
I'm going to the
Coconut
Blue
rum.
coconut
Thanksgiving
works
dinners.
well with rum.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise known
and
as the
then-
Technicolor Dream Yawn.
I
and
have
then
not.
And the snozberries taste like snozberries.
green apple Smirnoff vodka for
Yes.
green.
All right. Anyway.
Yes.
All right.
Ah.
We can talk about this later.
So we're ordering shots
Orange
at this lady's
schnapps.
establishment, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can.
Schnapps for the
Watch
orange
Mal's
one.
outdrink all of y'all. No.
Miles gonna burst first.
I guess
Yeah,
I would
you're
make
just
him a
catching
lounge
the-
lizard.
You're catching the psychic residual of just why do I feel sick? And then we bring back Miles and we just like give him to you like he's a little fucked up.
All right. So
It's
That's
backwards.
revivifying your pickled snake.
I hate my life.
You created this life.
I can destroy it just as easily.
I will pick up the mantle.
Not as quick as alcohol, apparently.
I will pick my favorites, pluck them from the earth, and the rest of you can just burn.
Guys,
Anyway.
please don't piss him off. He tends to roll better, and I'm about to.
Okay,
head
just
into the
because you
wall.
went off on your
Yeah.
own and then
Alright,
like
alright,
balls deep in
alright.
the enemy.
All right.
You're the one spilling all the secrets.
All
Not
right.
right now. Pinky out. Hope it
Bush.
helps. No.
Pinky out.
North.
Actually, that was Sonder, I believe.
Yes.
North.
What secrets?
Spilling all our secrets.
As
Yeah,
you
Where?
um.
When?
Okay.
I've been careful.
Yeah, he's been good. I think. As you are walking into this tent. There we go. To get the right page. Walking into this tent.
As I'm walking in, sorry.
No,
right
go
before
ahead.
you
Go ahead.
start,
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'm going to Spies Murmur. I guess everyone. Yeah, everyone should do.
Yeah, everyone should do. Group text.
You
Yeah.
and you and you. Yeah.
Hey,
You're
so
cool. You're cool. You're not.
my plan worked out a little better than I intended. I'm about to make some good leeway on a plan. If I ask for anything about the rebellion, I'm gonna need answers, and I'll try not to spill any beans. I need y'all's trust, but I think I just might have gained the trust of some pretty high ups here.
I got you. You
So
can
with
do
the
this.
exception of
warily-
Cardrin-
Yeah, Kendra can't hear this.
I know.
Yeah. No. So the exception of Herman and I guess I don't think Kendrick can hear us, but I'm gonna need y'all's help because I don't know shit except for the basics y'all have told me.
I'm gonna warily look to Arjun.
Blacklisted. Burn notice. No.
Blocked.
All
I
right.
can silence him if you need me.
What is this look meant to convey, other than wary?
I'm very wary of the information. You have a spice murmur now, right? So you've already heard it.
I meant your
So-
expression.
I'm just not. I'm conveying that I am incredibly not comfortable with any divulgement of information. Whether that conveys well enough or not, I don't know. I trust North. I don't trust what is now being explained through Spies Murmur.
I am going to also turn on my broadcast of my Spies Murmur so that, or at least I'll ask first. Do all of y'all want to hear? Does at least one of y'all just want to keep tabs on the conversation here and I can broadcast to you?
I want to keep tabs. Where
Not you.
specifically are you?
As the lady gnome's just growing impatient, like, oh.
Well, you can keep tabs. I'm right outside the really fancy tent with the whole parade of guards out front, and I'll give them kind of the direction I went, or the landmarks I saw before I went in.
Did we see that on our way, or did he find that way
No,
off in
somewhere
the
else,
distance?
yeah.
Okay.
Not way
Are
off.
we-
It's still by the festival, but it wasn't close to where you guys were at.
See, in canon, I don't remember the directions I took, but I'll explain like what I went to and where I saw, and then I'll.
As you are starting to give the directions, the gnome woman gestures broadly to the other people that are here within this tent. And it kind of like your attention is now having to be divided between either you keep telling Ardrin telepathically what you're talking about or pay attention to what she's saying. I'll give you the choice.
I'm going to start. I'll just say fancy tent parade of guards, and I'll just kind of look around for a second as I say it.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
These
Beautiful around here.
she like hesitates for a second and then just like, these are my associates. You said you came here searching for these shadow things that the rebellion is sending.
Some sort of phantom, if you will.
She turns to a tall half-orc man. Saram, Have you or your people heard anything about these phantoms within the city? The half-orc man just kind of like looks to you very untrustingly, then looks down to her. No, hi, lady. We have not heard anything of any sort of phantoms or shadows, not in the city. The gnome woman looks back to you. What did you say your name was?
Nicholas, ma'am.
Nicholas. Nice to meet you, Nicholas. There's like a slight chill that kind of like goes down your spine a little bit as she looks you over. You have met some gnomes before, and for the most part, they are a very like happy-go-lucky-ish kind of group. Lots of high energy. This one is
more...
She is so subdued and calm that it is almost unnerving.
Can I get kind of like an inside check on, you said the orc?
Sure. Half orc.
Half orc.
Arjun, go ahead.
He's going to take a deep swig of the drink that I assume that the lady brought out at this point. The dwarven lady.
Yeah, she comes back with the drinks.
Yeah, so he'll kind of drain that in quick order, and he'll put down a few coins to cover everyone's drinks. And he said, "I'm so sorry. I just realized that I needed to prepare something before we could really hunker down for the night. But I want to thank you so much for your hospitality this evening."
Oh yes, of course. You're always welcome. I was gonna say it, the smelly cat.
That's what it is now.
That's what it is now. The gruesome cat. Yeah, we'll just go with the smelly cat.
No, I mean, a gruesome cat would probably be a little smelly, so that works.
It's interchangeable, just depending how drunk you are.
Yeah.
I'll see y'all back at the ship, God willing. And as he steps out, he's gonna just... I'm gonna go and try and find where North is, and I'll let you know if I have to step in.
Enjoy the festivities. We'll see you soon.
Hey.
North.
I am also, by this time, have switched on the broadcast, and I've just chosen Iskra and Sonder, because I know Renan is kind of edgy, and so I don't want him to freak out. So I start broadcasting to them. And just so, like, if they want to chime in, or if, like, one of them has to start talking to somebody, the other one can step in and focus on what's happening.
Okay.
And then, also, by that time, I rolled a 6 on my inside check, so I probably don't get shit.
He
but
looks
I
like I will give you the at least that he gives you the impression of a military type, even though he's not dressed in a military or in a military manner or fashion. He just has that presence.
Orcs and the way
just seeing the way he is carrying himself, his posture, the way he's speaking, he is just has that demeanor.
Which is going to prompt me to turn to the gnomish woman and ask, is he with the local militia, or is he a personal attendant of yours?
Saram?
Yes, ma'am.
Saram is indeed a leader amongst the local militia. He is the captain of my guard.
Personal guard.
Of the guard here in Amrutlar.
Well, that's good enough for me. I'll turn to... Can you repeat his name one more time?
Saram.
So I can get Saram?
Saram, yeah. S-A-R-R-A-M.
I'll turn to Saram. Yeah. I'll turn to Saram, and then I suppose I can tell you anything that would pertain to the safety of this woman here.
He gives you that look of, oh really? He's just like, okay.
I'll kind of chuckle at that, trying to see if he'll lighten up and be like, clearly. I'll turn back to the woman. Are you of the higher officials here in the city, or have you just traveled here? I'm
you
sorry,
asking
I'm rather
her?
new. Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm rather new to the city myself.
She, for the first time, smiles at you. You could say that. You really are new.
What a lovely smile, ma'am. But yes, I've been on quite an assignment. So I am a little rocky on the lingo and back and forth of back home, but have you heard of the Watch? They were in the city of I'll kind of tap the Spies Murmur at one of them. What was the name of that city?
Do either Iskra or Sandra reply?
In game. This probably doesn't take as long.
Oh, yeah.
Sandra, were you not listening?
Captain Valrovin.
No!
I'm just kidding.
Love it. This city's called Amrutlar, the one we're in.
You're fucking with me right now.
It is
Veltalar.
Veltalar? Yeah. Okay.
Valtalar, yeah.
I think that was the name of the city. I was only there for a few days until
They're underground
strange enough,
rebel force there.
phantoms started appearing, and so did strange sightings of outsiders.
She
and
goes.
goats.
She goes over to one of the tables where you can see that there is like a small little feast that has been prepared there, and she like takes a goblet into her hand, and as she like reaches up to grab the goblet, she raises from the ground about like 3 feet and is just now flying or hovering at almost eye level with you.
Whoa.
And she like takes a sip of this beverage. Of the Watch? I can't say that I have heard of this. Veltalar does sound familiar.
Well, there was. Naturally, you may not have heard of it. It is a little outside of Thay, but we had an agreement with them and their watch. They were keeping order and law in the city and helping us make sure that no rogue magical, those silly things. Those rogue users, but something called the Underground and a group of mysterious fighters and goats ransacked the castle, destroyed a building and got away, and killed one of our fellow agents. But he was one of mine. See, we were trying to help Thay out, and we have certain deals with certain people in Thay, and it's a very secret associate that we work with. But I can't say more than that. I don't know any more.
I'm sure. There are some of my associates that would... This seems right up their alley. I know how it can be dealing with secrets. Especially those who like to keep them from their friends.
Are you saying you're my friend?
No, dear. I'm not.
That's good. Can't trust anybody. Because I also have another bit of important news.
And what would that be?
Rumor has it, the underground has sparked a little bit of a rebellion here in Thay of sorts as well. Also, more rumors about the rebellion of the lesser, the poor souls. They would never reach it, but certain things have happened out west, and you've heard the Sea of Stars, and they told us a little bit about that. I wasn't out there,
She just, like, as you're speaking, she just keeps leaning forward.
Careful. We don't want them to think that there is a presence here in the city.
And then I lean a little bit forward, more secret-like. Apparently there's been some sort of rumor about an uprising here. Unfortunately, none of the underground have made it this far. So that leads us to believe that it's one of the officials here, using the parade and the games as cover, but I believe he might be one of y'all's. Not necessarily in the city, but
She starts leaning back a little bit.
there's a reason the Phantoms are here, and that's why I've come. Once I've made sure that they don't want anything to do with y'all, I'll be out of y'all's way.
There is that moment when she starts getting closer. You know, when someone who wears too much perfume, it starts to kind of sting your nose.
Yeah, you start smelling it in the back. You're like,
Yeah.
"Whoo."
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah, kind of like that. I guess.
That musk.
There is a heavily saturated, spiced, like, perfume smell that she has as she, like, leans closer to you. And then as she pulls back away, the briefest moments, you smell rotting flesh. Sonder, what were you gonna say?
Can I do an insight check from hearing her and their conversation?
Here by tone of voice, yes, but with disadvantage. Just because you don't have the full, like, everything to read. Yeah.
Spoke of.
Like, I'll be broadcasting, and also, once I smell that, it'd be like, something's rotten about her. Literally.
Oh, in the
over
spice
the-
murmur? I was
Yeah.
like,
Not like in her face, like, something's rotten about you, lady. Brush your teeth.
Hang
At
on, I need to do
disadvantage.
my noir narration. Something
Oh,
was
no.
rotten about her.
Something ain't stirring the Kool-Aid.
At disadvantage, I got a 24. I would have had a natural 20, but
still, not bad. Ardrin, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Have I made any amount of progress in finding where this tent is?
I'm gonna say you are probably by this point reaching the edges of the festival because you had walked a little bit. It's a ways off from where the festival is, so you're getting to the festival grounds, I would say.
So just for point of order, I'm not trying to get into the tent. I'm not trying to spoil his play. It's more just I want to be nearby just in case.
Just in case shit hits the metaphoric fan.
Or
It's
you
the
hit the
mates,
fan.
it's
I
the
feel like
rotten
somebody
fan.
needs to be there.
like I want to hear if it sounds like she's toying with him. If there's
Yeah,
any...
I'm about to send you a message.
Okay.
Wow. That's
Wow.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that came from. That just instant.
Wow.
Okay.
Soul? Is that you?
Molly? I don't like where this is going. Secrets on secrets?
Said out loud to the villain.
The Thayans, that's what they do. Lies upon webs upon webs.
Yeah, I said that to her. I was like, "You're a rotten bitch, aren't you?"
All right, so as she like pulls, she kind of like leans back a little bit, and she like hovers a little closer to the table, and she picks up like a singular grape and plops it in her mouth.
North.
And then she turns back
Yeah.
to you. Go ahead, Sonder. What are you gonna say?
Let her believe that you have more information, but do not give it to her yet. Pledge to see her again later, if possible. Do what you can.
Good idea.
She turns back to you. So, you think these shadows come from one of my associates? And she like looks and spins ever so slowly, like some sort of like shop window display. It just kind of like slowly she rotates and looks at the lineup of men and women who have already been in this tent and are kind of just like watching all of this proceed, and you can visibly see all of them get extremely nervous and fidgety.
Are they all eyes on me right now?
They are mostly on her and then occasionally darting to you. You can see that a lot of them are kind of looking over you, trying to figure out like who the fuck you are kind of thing.
I'll look over to her.
And then she like keeps her rotation
Not
going until she comes back to you.
Not necessarily from, but perhaps a reason why they're being ordered to this location. And looking around the room, I see you hold quite the audience.
Indeed.
Hopefully that thing, Phantom, isn't after you.
Of course not. I would hope so. I would hope that it wouldn't be after me. That would be a fatal mistake in their plan.
For the Phantom, I'm sure. You look like a pretty tough woman.
Child, I have lived more lifetimes than you could possibly imagine. I am High Lady Luthra. I own Amrutlar. I am Amrutlar. Dear boy, I appreciate you coming to me with this knowledge. Maybe you might be of use to me. Maybe. The rest
I'm
of
always glad to help. And I'll reach out my hand to her in a respectful gesture, like thumb down and everything.
She like looks
Yeah.
and considers you for a moment and reaches out and touches your hand.
And I won't like directly kiss her hand or anything on her, but like maybe a ninja way, do the motion and bow. And like, it is a presence to meet your acquaintance.
Okay.
Ian, what was the name of the lady? High Lady
High Lady Luthra.
Luthra.
And
Yep.
with that, I'll also recollect myself and kind of look around, and must patrol more in the area. Make sure there's nothing else strange going on. I assure we'll meet again.
She like pulls her hand back. And hold on, let me see here.
Oh no.
What?
He made physical contact, first off.
Mm-hmm. You marked. I changed the password. The Wi-Fi's been set recently.
I have advantages, don't worry.
Not on this, you don't.
Good luck. That's all I'm saying. I mean, good job, but good luck.
I mean, how do you know I touched her?
As you said you did.
Because you decided to.
I mean, could have used my echo. Plot twist.
Uh-huh.
And I programmed you to believe.
So your echo
As you like look back up at her, she doesn't have the longest of arms, so she's already really close to you to have grabbed your arms because she's a small person. But she's like right there. She's right there in front of you. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Me?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to.
Ironic that she's about to get the leg up on him then.
Yeah.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
With a bitch slap from her.
Alright, hold on. I got one more of these. Oh. Yeah, I read it as a 6 because it was on the edge of 4 and 6. Haha, thanks D&D Beyond. What's 6? 21. Does that help me?
21.
Does that help?
There's of like a flash of purple and red in her eyes as she looks at you. I appreciate you coming here and telling me these things. Now I expect you to come back and tell me everything you've seen tonight. Sounds fair?
Is there something special that I need to say, or is it like, did I fail something? Did I win?
Did I win? Did I win?
You'll find out.
You've just been delay charmed.
Delay charmed.
I mean, I rolled
Actually,
a 21.
You did roll a 21.
I mean, that usually is something good.
You hear her say that. What is your response?
I'd be happy to come back when I can. Tonight may be doable. If not, will you be around the festivities or the games? I am aware they go on for a few days.
She looks amused. Yes, I'll be around. You have proven quite a surprise. Nicholas of Veltalar. You may go. She kind of does a very dismissing gesture.
I bow once to her and then once to her guard and then back to her and then I leave.
As you moved out of the tent and the guards not ever facing you, they just seem to know your presence and step aside as you approach for you to leave.
I don't make eye contact with any of them except for the one that pointed his sword at me, who was the closest one.
Yeah.
Whenever the Phantom was there.
Whenever you have had, well, maybe not, but it's somewhat akin to a hangover. A dull, throbbing pain just blossoms inside your head.
That's fucked.
And you get the sense that there was a magic that was tried to be used on you, and somehow, by some miracle, it didn't take its effect, and that psychic backlash of it kind of just makes you feel like you have had a sledgehammer pounded into the inside of your head.
Oh, I was gonna say rubber band, but damn.
Following fiberglass.
Iskra, go ahead.
I'm gonna look at Sonder and Khalil and Renan, the crew sitting here, and I'm gonna whisper, not use the spy's murmur.
What happened?
You can see the expression on Sonder and Iskra's faces as this whole thing has transpired.
Yeah, it's
it's been a journey.
I don't like this at all. We are burned. When I lie about something, I don't give it away like this. I would get everybody off the ship, hide somewhere in town, or leave.
Instant Mal's just vanishes.
What happened?
Had Mouse come back out from the room?
No. Not yet.
Yeah, I said he waited. Oh, so not
I
yet.
said he was moving. I guess yeah, he would have gotten that by that point. But because there was something else that I was gonna say in all of.
I was gonna say, what is he, a turtle? I thought he was a snake. Shit.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, keep in mind
Like that was a long ass fucking conversation.
Well, they were still traveling. Remember?
Oh yeah.
There is a little bit of a time lag here.
I mean, I was traveling too. I didn't find the tent immediately.
No, you did. You found it a lot sooner before they left.
Oh,
And they
really?
were still, they were still walking there. So this conversation would have happened like just as they were approaching or getting there. That's why Ardrin's like left right after he got the drink. Like there was,
You good?
you know what I
Don't
mean?
need to explain further. I feel you.
But so yeah, no.
Namaste.
The the little sneaky snake comes back to you, Kindred.
Oh, he does? Or back to Iskra?
No, oh yeah, I forgot that you guys are not there. Yeah, back to Iskra.
Okay.
So yeah, just in the having, I guess the words of Iskra that Iskra had said, then yeah, that's all. That all checks out.
And responding to Khalil, I'm gonna say, hiding in plain sight just got a lot harder for us. North met someone very powerful.
How powerful.
She had an important title anyway, and sounded like she knew a lot.
She said that she owns Amrutlar. So
she's a city owner? She's a city owner? Wow. That all came out all at once.
He's the Monopoly guy.
Monopoly guy.
But that was gonna be like really like aggressive
Park
and
Place,
like tense.
Boardwalk, all of it. Reading Railroad.
She's got it
That was
all.
supposed to be like a
Like a
really
railroad
thriller
ass.
moment, and it was like how powerful, and she was like, "I don't know, but she's got an important title." Just fucking murdered me.
Yeah.
Like I don't really know.
it
Or
gave,
anybody with a lady in front of her name.
it gave a couple pieces of information that might get the guards on edge.
Should we tell
Friends! He comes back out from the back of the room. Ogun is like, walks forward.
Mouse has already
I-
got it. I'm gonna take a drink.
I'd have told the barkeep to get a drink for Ogun as well.
For Ogun? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh,
Oogie
with-
boogie.
With my mask like just tilted up enough to take a drink, but not.
Still kind of covering a bit.
Yeah,
It's kind of awkward a little bit.
Okay.
it is
Okay.
very awkward. I could use a straw.
Friends, I'm so glad that you have made yourself comfortable here.
Ogun.
He has in his hands, he still has his violin strapped behind his back, but in his hands he has what looks like a small jewelry box. And he comes forward. He's like, I would like to introduce you to someone. And he places the box on the center of the table where you guys are sitting. And there, in a small nest of hay and grass, is a singular little duckling. And you can see it's like downy yellow and brown feathers. As it just like looks up at you guys, its head kind of wobbling a little as it like blinks its eyes, looking like it had just been roused from sleep. This
Oh my
here
gosh.
Alright.
is this right here.
I told you to wake me up at the quack of dawn.
Is Rio.
So he's another soul.
Whose soul?
The cat.
No, this is a duck.
Yes.
Animal companion.
Oh, then yes.
What is his story? How did you guys find each other?
It is quite a story. Is this
Come.
mine?
I got you. Yes, I got you an ale.
Well-
Did I ever get my wine?
Yeah, everybody got their drinks.
Okay. So I had when I was sitting over like near the mantle where the food's being cooked, I was casting mending on it, but like shielding myself to some degree with my wings
If
in
you
an
guys,
inconspicuous manner.
if you guys would like to check the Discord under Game of Santos art, you can see Rio.
Yeah, ugly duck.
Aw.
Oh my goodness!
It's like that dude in Baldur's Gate.
Oh my gosh.
With the space hamster.
What?
Yes.
Boo.
Boo.
So cute.
The miniature
the duck.
invisible.
So
giant
there is
space
Rio,
hamster.
there's Rio, and there's Ogun, and there is Rio, his companion.
Oh, what are the eyes,
Whoever
Boo?
whoever drew this did both versions. That's adorable.
Mhm.
Oh my god. He has a whole backstory and everything.
He has a whole quack story.
Uh,
the little duck, it just kind of makes one little solitary like high pitched quack sound as it kind of like starts craning its head around, looking at all of you sitting around the table.
Taking my way.
He looks around and Ogun grabs a chair. I was gonna say grabs a table from another chair. Grabs a chair from another table and moves it over to where you guys are at. Yes, actually, Rio has been my companion now for 3 years now, I think.
3 years?
Probably.
And
It's
he
been a
stays-
while.
And he
Stays in the
is
state.
he's
he is
still
a-
a
Yes, of
duckling?
course.
Is he a vampire duck?
What's a vampire duck?
Oh, I'm not there. No, ignore that. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, is this a special kind of duck that does not age? Forever duckling?
He looks completely like he just realized something.
It's an animated rubber duck.
Wait. He looks down at Rio. It's been 3 years, right? How have you not grown? And the little duckling's just like, meh. He looks at you. I am at a loss.
Where did you come across Rio?
He was a gift to keep me company.
From who?
A real grand gift.
It's these I suppose rescuers of sorts.
Down under.
Someone
Peter.
found. I came close to losing my life while traveling, and I was washed away in a violent river. And I came to inside of a house where these two sisters lived.
Mhm.
And long story short, they enjoyed my playing. And as such, they gave me a gift to keep me from being alone on my travels. And that's how me and Rio came to be such good friends. I had not considered the fact that you should have grown by now. I'm sorry, little friend.
Well,
Galil.
perhaps we can quack this case together.
Oh no, I hate you so much. What have I
I
done?
wanna-
You know what? Can we
I
just
want
get
to
the bill
focus.
and leave?
Yeah,
No.
no, I just want to focus this, and I'm gonna primeval awareness. There you go.
Okay.
I want to see if anything pings off the duck, but I'm gonna still focus out everywhere too.
What's the range of this?
1 mile.
Is the duck an imposter?
Is a duck undead?
I told you it's Howard the Duck. He's gonna turn like to some devil thing.
Maybe it's a fae.
Whatever pings.
There are so many things that ping in your range.
Whoa.
There are several undead, not coming from the duck.
Hi, lady.
You get several fiends, also within this range.
It's like when you go to a new city and pull up Grinder.
Nope, nope.
No fae, and no celestials.
No dragons, no apparitions, or
Not within a mile.
Hey, fairies.
And none of that pinged on the duck?
Nope.
no elementals.
Mm-mm.
So
If it
undead
looks like a duck and it
fiends.
sounds like a duck.
Okay.
I am.
If as since Soul is a cat, can he communicate with Duck?
Only when he's in what you call it,
I don't know if he's in another duck form.
Oh man.
or
He's a turducken.
There was too long of a space between duck and form in that sentence, and it was not going to end well.
Yeah, I know. I was listening to that. I was like,
He pulls the violin off his back and kind of puts it on his lap and just kind of like sits back in his chair, and he looks very sad.
There's nothing
Well,
wrong with Rio.
He's adorable.
Perhaps
Oh, again.
these
It
two.
does not- Sorry, so Sander,
you
go.
You go.
Damn it!
Go.
Okay,
Oh, great. How is it that the Texans end up in a Canadian standoff? Explain that to
pretty
me.
much, yeah.
you go, you go, no, you go.
Oh, no,
Um,
I insist,
oh.
Jay.
Again,
Hey?
it is not a terrible thing that he is 3 years old and still just a hatchling. That means you may have the rest of your life with your little feathered friend.
Ends tonight.
That is a
What's-
beautiful thing.
But still, I feel bad. I have
Why?
not made a good companion. I should have realized. I'm sorry, Ogun. And he kind of like reaches a giant pudgy finger and just kind of like scritches the top of the little duck's head. He's
But look
been-
at it this way. You will be able to live a full life with a creature that was only supposed to live for 10 years.
He's only living for 10 years.
No, he would have. But if he is still a hatchling, then you are doing quite well.
I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
Perhaps you have to level him up, and he will evolve.
Ah, yes. Battle.
Oh my gosh, he really? God damn it, son.
You gotta get the right stone.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I did not.
Oh,
I
take
did
it.
not say that. By the way. Mm-mm.
I
I'm
didn't say
not
that.
trying to
I'm-
tell the himbo that he needs to use the duck in
If
battle
there are
to
any
make
kids
it grow.
with the preface rat catcher in front of their name, then go battle them. Or bug enthusiast. That's another good one.
Or Lass, or Schoolboy, Dragon Tamer. Next thing you know, he's gonna be the champion.
I spice murmur Galil.
Don't have one.
Ah, right. Shoot. Damn it.
I mean, you can still
New
try.
Spice Murmur, who's this?
No.
The number
I
you have
recall
dialed
that.
has been
Yeah.
disconnected.
There we go.
I walk up and whisper then in Galil's ear. Do you not have the ability to cast Detect Magic?
No, I'm not Kindred.
Have some magic.
I've already tried it. Nothing's coming off. The duck's not giving off anything.
That's
Not
good. Giving
normal.
off adorable vibes. He's giving those off.
Yeah, he
Well,
is.
Rio's definitely very special. Thank you for introducing him to us.
Well, he would have been very upset if I played and he wasn't there. So, I woke him up. He might be a little grumpy.
May I hold him?
Sure, just be careful.
Of course. Come here, Rio.
Please.
Why are you so fucking adorable?
The little eyes just kind of like, he moves his head to the side a little bit, so it just like looks at you with one eye, just like. Then
Oreo, come over here.
it's gone. Rio has been eaten.
Ha ha ha. She won't do it. Ow. Bella will.
As you
Look,
show,
Oreo?
as you show,
So be it. They Oreo eats you.
yeah. As you show, the duckling to Oreo, you can hear
Rio.
the little violin start playing as Ogun starts to play a little tune. Just be careful. He looks extremely nervous as he sees the big cat come up to his little friend.
It's okay. She's really good with other animals.
Okay.
Grew up on a
She's
farm.
really good with other animals. Humans, on the other hand, that's totally different.
I guess now that I think of it, it kind of makes sense. Those sisters were a little odd.
What did they
Maybe
look like, by any chance?
They were beautiful human women, I suppose. Young. I don't know why they were living out in the middle of the woods.
In the middle of the woods. Close to here?
No. This was far to the south, just out of the fire-steep mountains. I've been making my way through a valley there when I got caught by surprise by a storm. That's when I got washed away into a river, and I woke up in their home. Apparently, I had nearly drowned, and they had found me and rescued me. They were always making strange jokes, though. Yeah, very strange jokes.
Like what?
I like jokes.
They were playing around saying that they were going to eat me. And then he stops for a second, he keeps playing. He's like, they had found my fiddle and fixed it up, apparently. And they asked me to play them something. So I played them one of the tunes that I know. And then once I was finished playing, they said they decided they were not going to eat me.
That is a foul joke.
As I said, I thought it was strange, but sometimes human humor is a little odd. I figured it was maybe an inside joke.
Well,
I didn't think anything of it.
Humans are odd. This is true. I kind of like jokingly glance at her.
one foul joke, and then I point to Rio. One foul joke to another.
Why is Rio a foul joke?
He is foul.
I don't think so. He doesn't smell bad.
Foul.
He is a bird, my friend.
Oh, yes, he is a bird. Iskra, what you wanted to say?
like that he didn't catch the
Nope.
pun at all.
It went-
I think Saunder gets disadvantaged for using the same joke twice in under 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It flew
It's
right
always
over
a
the cuckoo's
different
nest.
one this time.
This time.
I have
I'm
another
gonna-
one coming.
Stand up and like bow at Sonder and be like, "Care to dance?"
Yes.
Oh, if you're going
Excitedly.
to dance, then let me play something a little faster then.
We can.
It
Dance
doesn't, it's not much. It's
interpretively.
not much faster.
He only knows one tempo.
Yeah, that's it.
So
Wait, hold on,
as
maybe this
I'm
one.
dancing with Sonder, I want to be able to get close enough to whisper to him and say, "Do you think the duck's a polymorphed person?"
I'm worried that that is the case. But perhaps if they liked his music enough, this thing is charmed to stay a duckling. Like a true gift, I would say.
I wish we could show kindred and do a little more dancing.
I'm sure if we get Kindred to come, he may be able to check.
Whatever we do, we need to keep our heads down. It's probably
Right.
better to be off the boat anyway.
I'm going to probably use the cloak for the rest of the time that I am here.
No one's seen my face yet, so I'm gonna stick with this.
Okay. So he's like continues, and you guys kind of dance a little bit. Ardrin, you find. Make a perception check for me. Let's see if you find it.
Would it be perception, investigation? I guess I'm looking for a 10, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so perception. The third time I rolled 22 tonight. A theme.
It's a sign.
Taylor Swift.
Oh no. It's a sign.
I'm feeling 22.
Uh huh.
Bitch, you pushing 30.
All right. So,
I am, actually.
Oh no.
let's see. You are moving about now, going back to the festival ground area. There's decidedly fewer people around than there had been before. It's strange. It's like, not that it's like cleared out empty, but there's definitely a change in the atmosphere here. That now that there's like, and as you were kind of walking towards it, you did see quite a fair amount of people that were walking away from it. The sense of celebration has kind of quieted a little bit as they were leaving. Like normally, like some of the people that you had passed going towards it, they were still kind of in good cheer, right? Now, as they are leaving, they're seemed very quiet and very focused on returning to their homes. Galil, go ahead.
While I'm holding the duck and they're all exiting out, do I notice anyone sneezing?
No?
Okay.
What were you gonna say, Arjun?
Do I see any like particular expressions, any kind of particular energy of the crowds as they're passing me by?
Make an insight check for me.
Okay. $19.
19. Nervous.
Okay. I'm not going to try and fight the flow of the crowd too much. I kind of just want to try and flow with it, but try and sort of weave my way through. Try and find, like, are there any stalls open or like
There's still some stalls open, and it's not like the festival has ended. It just seems like a vast majority of the people that have been around have now kind of moved away, and you see I guess, well, let me see for a second. What are you gonna say, north?
I was just gonna ask where I've been or what I was
Okay.
doing at the
I was gonna just about to kind of get to that. Is that after you had left the tent, you had seen that it just like it's clearing out the festival. There's still people around. There's still festivities going on. There are some little corners and pockets of music and laughter and stuff, but it seems like the vicinity around the tent is quickly starting to like vacate. And I would say that about you start. What are you once you leave the tent area? What are you doing?
I was just gonna kind of patrol around, get a take on other guards.
Still within the
Also-
festival grounds?
Yeah, and more or less around the same-ish area. Just more, of course, where the vendors are, because I know you said the tent was out of the way.
Yeah.
Um,
So then
Did I run into Arduin at
That's-
any point?
So then I would say that after walking around for a little bit north, you do see Ardrin kind of making his way towards you, or towards where you had seen the tent. And
I
Ardrin,
purposely would not be going up to north.
Okay.
And if he tries to approach, I'm going to just keep walking, and I would discourage him via Spice Murmur from getting too close.
Okay.
Which,
but you do
which is
see.
how I was going to say the same thing.
All right, cool. Then you do, but you see where the tent was that he had talked about, as the guards are still very much there, and it's a lot more visible now because their area around it has cleared out of people.
I do have eyes on him. I would try and stay in the vicinity by going up to. Is there any kind of like cured meat stall or anything like that? Yeah.
Yes.
I was supposed to pick up something, so would like to get like a few items from there, and if there's another place that does some sort of
Clove
smoking,
cigarettes.
yeah, cloves or whatever this old lady is into.
There's probably an incense staller that you might seller incense seller who has a stall, an incense staller who has maybe something along those
I
lines.
mean, I figured there's usually like a newsstand that has like Cosmo and then spokes.
Newports.
Some M&Ms and Twix bars are available as well.
Yeah.
Lucky strike.
Oh my god.
But
yeah.
while he's kind of going about, just procuring his cureds, he's just going to not be looking in North's direction, but just be. Does he have to actually hold his hand up to
No.
do this,
We
or is
just
this
do
just
that
for the
so
stream?
that for
Okay,
us to know. Yeah.
and it's not verbally out loud. It's like in
It's
the head.
telepathic.
Okay, and so just to North. Are you all right? I didn't get an update. He's just passing coin out and
Yeah.
getting the bag handed back to him.
Yeah, everything's all right. Talked to some important lady. Haven't caught a vibe off her yet, but I guess we'll find out with time. I might be seeing her later on tonight. But whatever the group is up to shenanigan-wise, I figured I should probably stay away from them. Or at
I
least,
was gonna say should
at least in
avoid
the
going back
open.
to the ship.
yeah, just in case they need to, I'll distance myself from the group. But if
You
we
got
need to
coin
meet
on
up,
you?
coin, I only have a few pieces.
I'm gonna leave some nearby, just in case you need somewhere to stay, or get yourself a meal.
I am actually going to talk to the guard captain, and I have a plan for that. Actually, you might be able to help.
I hope you're not planning on leaving with all these people in line. Oh my goodness. Ow.
Yeah, who's
Well-
standing in line, Galil?
Not muted.
Oh,
Air of Parents, hello?
Wah 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 wah. I was like,
And you're gonna have to be a little more specific.
I'm gonna create another distraction. I got them to believe there might be a phantom problem. You can guess where that came from. But
At this point, Ardrin is hiding his expression by trying on a hat somewhere at one of these many stalls.
One of those felt hats. It's just like a bunch of
Just
random
like
sizes.
like a nice 10
What's the
gallon
expression?
business Stetson.
10
is
gallon
he
hat.
smiling?
Yeah.
Is he smiling, or is he like this fucker? But no.
Well, it's hidden, so you can't see.
No, I know. But yeah, I'll keep talking. I got them to believe there's a phantom problem. But I need to sell it a little more, I believe. Just to make sure we have any doubters or naysayers. And it'll give me a nice way in to maybe staying in a barrack of sorts.
That is a rather risky proposition.
Yeah, well, nothing like an open laceration to your abdomen says I'm working on your side than anything else. So, whenever you see a commotion, can I trust you to go grab one of those guards?
And do what?
Just say that there's some thing attacking somebody, and I'll take the rest from there.
Should be doing this whole time. Not used to having this. I've been playing this game with you guys for months and months, and this is the first time I've had one. I'm not sure it's a wise idea to be drawing more attention when we're trying to keep a low profile.
Hence why y'all will stay away and do whatever y'all are supposed to do. And I'll pull the same gimmick that I did back in Veltvalar. This time, no goats, and I won't be as fanboy with y'all. Or I guess you wouldn't really understand that. That was before.
So he's going to try and double tap the Bluetooth thing here to get that to access the rest of the group, assuming we're in range.
Yeah, you're still within a mile of the smelly cat.
North wants to do some sort of diversion or whatever kind of tactic to ingratiate himself with the local constabulary. I want to know how you guys feel about that before I acquiesce.
Is whenever you're saying you're broadcasting, everyone in my still in?
Yeah.
Just to explain further, I'm sure Iskra and Sonder, y'all have already seen what I've done so far. But just stay away from y'all, I might need a place to stay. I want to stay as close as I can to them, make sure that they think I'm on their side. So, I want to use my echo to cut myself. Then they, little doubt, can say that it's me attacking myself, you know.
That might ensure loyalty. As long as somebody does not figure out this is an inside job.
As of right now, I'm trying to get them to believe that the inside job is coming from one of their own. And it 50-50 is working? Of course, the scary lady that you saw is probably going to take some more work, but I'll probably be seeing her later on. Or, if this plan works well enough, I can avoid her for a little while longer. Because she freaks me out.
If you do this, don't give anything away, and don't contact us on this line again. Not unless you're in real danger.
On this line? I thought that's what the spice murmur was for.
Whoever picks one up can just tap right into it. You may not want to have it on you when you go up to her again.
No, if they suspect anything, I'll get rid of it.
I
Or at
could
least find a way to
add a
get it
little
back.
bit of protection to your mind for the next hour or so, if that'll help.
Yeah, and like I said, I can keep broadcasting if somebody wants to listen in and check up every now and then, but
As long as you don't give away the ship, I think you should be okay.
no, the ship is y'all's. If y'all need to get away, they don't know that I'm with y'all.
As the conversations continue, Archer's kind of gonna get within 30 feet. Just looking at another stall. Ooh, look, headbands. And he'll cast Intellect Fortress on both himself and on North.
And what does that do?
Which will, for the duration, you are has resistance to psychic damage as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
How long does that last?
Only an hour.
Damn.
I hate to be that person. I think it costs a really expensive diamond because that's what
I think warlocks kind of bypass that, don't they?
I would know. You would know. Just
Makes sense.
It only has a vocal component.
okay.
Oh.
I'm thinking of something else then.
Yeah. Intellect Fortress is a newer from Tasha's Cauldron.
Oh, okay.
Gruff has used Intellect Fortress before. When we were in the...
Does North feel like that he has
You
been
would get
helped out?
maybe an
Good twinge
infusion of rose water up his nostrils.
Ooh.
Oh, just snorted some intellect.
Do you let everybody know that you did that?
Yes.
The Intellect Fortress?
I mean, he already knows that he was going to do something, and then he did it.
Do we know that you did it?
I gave him a little bit of extra mental protection. It'll only last about an hour.
I might need another hit of that if I go up to that lady again, if I
Okay.
see her. But
I'm
If
not
you're
going to be
able
able to
to-
get close enough.
If you're able to communicate with her in the next hour, take advantage of it. Otherwise, don't seem suspicious if you don't need to be around her.
Copy that. Better now than never. Ardern, you ready?
It's your gut, kid.
So from a different point, or maybe from like inside a flap of a tent, I'll produce my echo and then have them like pop out, and then I'll draw my sword and we'll just kind of circle, and then I'll, in the spy's murmur, go get them now. I need them to see them attack me.
Where are you doing? Like, how, in relation to this tent that they were at, how far away are you doing this?
Like
Or are
whether
you
or
doing
not
close?
it's that guard or any guard. I'm just gonna be out in the open and then let him do what he needs to do as fast as he wants to do it.
I need to actually find a guard first. So
Yeah,
Make a perception check.
so I'll play it around. And then I'll just be dueling my echo, but of course since I'm controlling him, I'll just make it a little believable, like bam.
dirty 20.
7, 8, 3, 2.
Whoa.
Two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
there you
he'll sell it too much and he'll fall on his ass.
Looking around, you can see the from where you're at. It's not hard to see the tent where the tent in question. God damn it! This music. Hold on.
Why is this the Darth
It's-
Maul
It's
duel?
switched. It's
Jesus.
switched. On me.
I'm about to be behalved.
There are a couple other guards that seem to just be walking through the festival grounds. You can find like but they're never solo. There's usually always two or more.
Okay. But are they starting their little
They're just kind of walking.
break
They're
dance?
just-
No, I mean, is
Oh.
North and his double mint twin starting to do their little dance?
Yeah.
Yes. Me
Okay.
and my double are doing the dancey dance. So I
So
put on my pants.
I'm gonna do the look up from whatever I'm looking at in a stall and just kind of do that sort of cognitive dissonance double take, just
Yeah.
and kind of look around in a mock panic, and then I kind of just beeline it to the pair of guards I see. Just, hey guys, I don't know what the hell's going on there, but there's some sword swinging shenanigans. I don't think it's one of the buskers.
Where? And they like follow me, and they grab those like swords and like start moving in that direction.
And I just start weaving out of all this mess.
Okay.
Putting on my new cowboy hat that I got from a stall.
It's like I'm just imagining that when you go to like a fair or Six Flags, they have like the giant like cowboy hat that's made out of foam. It's just like who wears
and
this?
just to get on Galil's nerves, it would have to be like one of those nacho hats.
Yeah. Okay. 100%. I'm giving you a nacho hat.
Sombrero.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. He's getting a nacho hat because Galil's
No,
not listening.
I'm really not
No,
doing
you are
it.
totally getting a nacho hat now. Galil wasn't
Because
listening.
I wanted
so.
a business Stetson out of all this. I wanted to sell that southern drawl.
Right. The
Did you hear
guards
this?
start. No, he didn't. The guards start running up to north. It's like, hold, both of you. Their swords are drawn.
I'll kind of look back at them,
Stab yourself.
throw the sword of the Echo, not out of his hands, but like with him in grip, kind of throw him out of the way, and kind of point my sword at the Echo, and kind of yell back to the guards. I was like, "Be careful! This is one of those phantoms." I don't know if they were there earlier, but
This is not. This is different.
yeah, I figured, but I'm like,
Building it.
Make a deception check.
Dude, we got like the Sherlock Holmes of the guards. Like,
I only got a 12 on that one. What'd they get?
They start moving towards you, still with swords drawn. Both of you, put your weapons down.
I will throw my sword on the ground,
Stab
and then I'll
yourself.
have the Echo start running towards them.
Okay.
And as he's running, I'll have my Echo give me a nice whack and slash across the side of my gut.
Make an attack
And
roll
then-
for your Echo versus your AC.
Yes.
Well, is he not
Can I
a
do it with
willing...
advantage because I'm letting him?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I just want to see if it
Actually-
misses.
That'd be pretty pathetic.
That'd be really bad.
or it's like rush there in time before he like actually gets to do it.
Oh wait, I didn't do it with advantage. Hold on. Let me redo that. I was like, how did I was like, ooh, that was a nat 20. So that's gonna be a 28. with advantage.
Oh,
So that's gonna hit.
Yeah, it'll hit. I was kind of hoping for something really good. So let's see how much damage you take.
oh
It's
no.
gonna
I mean,
be-
you were talking about Darth Maul a second ago.
Does that allow him to re-roll the deception
was-
check?
That was double 5 plus 4 because it was a crit, because it was a nat 20. So I got 14 for damage.
You should get a double advantage on deception
You can
or
get
like some kind of
you can
bonus.
You'll get an advantage on your
I'm gonna hit
deception
14
then.
damage on my character. And then I also need to roll a d6 because I used the frost. Wait, no, I didn't actually. I just used a smidger. Never mind. JK, I lied.
All right, and then go ahead and roll again for your deception because this helped.
Alrighty. And how do I do double advantage?
There is no such thing. It's just advantage. You just
I
roll.
was
You
gonna
already
say-
rolled it once, so you just roll it one more time.
Excuse me. 17.
It did in
17.
fact help.
Yeah, I did. You feel the burning pain of the blade like cutting into your side a little bit as the shadowed duplicate of yourself rushes towards the guards, and they get ready to swing and attack. Their blades drawn at the ready. The shadow rushing towards them. What are you directing your shadow to do? This ultimate version.
I want my shadow to run and to like kind of pause before he reaches the guard and like kind of get maybe 8 feet away from him, so not like 5 to win swinging distance, but just a little standoffish.
And then do what?
And then I want him to kind of look around. Are there any like civilians or onlookers just like gasping around? Like,
not as many, because like I said, this place
yeah,
started
not
to
as
like.
many, but are there any like
starting to
civilians?
empty out? Yeah, they started running already. This moment, you guys started like circling each other.
Then I want him to kind of look at the closest civilian and start making a beeline dash toward them.
Okay.
And at that moment,
Mhm.
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. What were we gonna say?
And at that moment, I wanted to make an attack roll against my Echo, and kind of allow him to be an open target since he'll be running, and I'll get him in the back. But I want to throw a dagger at him.
Go for it.
As he's running, so
yeah, we'll say that with this, it's kind of like, yeah, even if you like got close or missed, you can dissipate it, so it makes it look like you attacked.
Oh yeah,
I'm a hero.
No, you throw the dagger, it flies through the air and like sinks into your duplicate for that brief moment before the duplicate bursts into smoke and fog. It just kind of like dissipates. The guards rush. One rushes towards you, sword still drawn. The other one rushes towards where the shadow duplicate was. And but
are the guards like over me yet?
One of them is coming towards you. He hasn't approached. Got quite up to
I'll
you.
kind of not like forcefully or like quickly and suddenly. I'll just kind of put my hand up and try to touch his breastplate. Like, make sure Lady Luthra is safe. There's been another phantom spotting.
Make a deception check.
Great. Should I do advantage since I'm bleeding right now?
Sure.
I mean,
wouldn't that work on the opposite? Oh, deception. Never mind. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just holding up his own intestines. Please serve my wants.
18.
I have some more.
Can I get some water, please?
The boy needs some milk.
The one holding on to you, or the one that you are kind of like holding on to, kind of looks down, looks over to the other one. Alert the other guards. Make sure that Lady Luthra is safe. And as he like just kind of pats your hand, he's like, "Good job, citizen. I'll make sure that this is quick and painless." And he pulls his sword back up.
What?
And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Oh, no.
Fucking excuse me?
Oh, no.
Excuse me, bitch.
I'll put you out of your misery, citizen.
No, Mom.
If he just
Yellow's
knocks
my
me
dog.
out. No. He's gonna do an end scene where he knocks me out, and then the next show it's gonna be like, "Oh, you woke up at the border."
Oh my god, that'd be wild.
You're finally awake.
If you wake up at all, it's going to be as another hobgoblin.
Oh,
Only
no.
this time it's gonna be a full hobgoblin. I'm
You're a
like,
full hobgoblin.
"Fuck."
Not again.
Do you want hobgoblins? Because this is how you get hobgoblins.
35 years later. All right, good job, guys. That was a wild turn of events.
That it was.
Meanwhile,
Are we still in the bar?
Yeah.
y'all was Kindred and the boys, and we've already got the ship. We're gone. Bye. No.
I had a duck joke
That's
that I
fair.
wanted to tell.
Oh, you another duck joke? That's okay.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty of opportunity now that we have Ogun and Rio. I put 2 more pictures in there, by the way.
Would
When we
tonight's
found
episode be called Duck, Duck, Goose is Cooked? No? Okay.
You know, I can see that.
Why are there so many pictures?
Because it just happened we found one, and then
Because you have Grinder open.
I found one, and then I looked this particular, whoever this particular character is, and they had several more pictures of that, and I was like, oh my god. Thank you, Ryan, for helping me find this little gem of a
Little gems. Can I make an announcement?
we now know what Aaron is sexually attracted to.
I hope this doesn't awaken
Now?
anything in me.
Oh no, I hope I don't fall.
All right, what were we gonna say, Kindred?
So I was telling the group during our break that I was going through some things. One thing led to another, and I may have stumbled upon 2 episodes of our sessions pre-Twitch when we had started recording. I think it's the battle of us between the Sand Pirates of Sandusky.
Oh
I
wow.
think, and the hit squad of the Wizards at Atet before Atet became Atet.
When Atet was still Atet and Neferu and all them.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
So it's got the Pirates versus the hit squad,
Yeah.
and we're in the middle of it in a tower.
Remember
But
that?
I think it's just audio. But I will review it, and hopefully I can get that posted, maybe like as a lore dumplings or something.
That would be dope.
Put it on Spotify as
Okay, calm
podcast.
down. Calm the
It's
fuck
podcast.
down.
We start our
Yeah,
podcast.
from Sonder the
Sonder the
man.
Man. Sonder the Man presents.
What a
Alright,
man!
guys.
What a man!
We
What a
could.
man!
Thank
Sonder,
you. We could
the
make
artist
a-
formerly
like a
known as the man.
formerly known as the man, is now a hobgoblin.
Yeah, well, that's just North. North
you for bringing it
formerly
back around.
was a man and is now dead man.
Wow.
Dead man tale.
Oh, no,
don't scare me like
tales.
I
Listen.
just saved Lady Luthra's life.
Sure.
Make this quick.
Sure.
He owns your life. You touched her. She owns you.
You did.
Sorry.
She touched you. It's
Actually,
your
I got cooties.
You got her cooties now. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
Thayan
Thank you guys so
Just
much
did.
for hanging out with us. We look forward to seeing you next week as we bring hopefully another episode of Fae Hunters and then a continuation of whatever the adventure that happens here in Amrutlar because things got wild. And I love that we had like cute moments and then like these horrifyingly tense moments and then back to cute moments and then horrifyingly tense moments.
It's
great.
called balance.
Oh,
Is it? Is it called a roller
I just
coaster?
realized.
It's called balance.
I don't think I ever stopped broadcasting.
That's why Sunder was like, stab yourself.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I just realized that because I never turned it off. I forgot to.
Or
So I think
Sunder's just
Iskra
a
and
jerk.
Sonder are just there watching myself get mutilated, and now they're about to see a decapitation.
Listening, yeah.
They're like, "Oh my god, we're in Al Qaeda!" Like,
All right.
I was going to say Sonder was
Like,
cyberbullying, but
He missed his vital organs. He can't even do that right now.
Alrighty, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye bye.